I felt the need to cough like the instant I freaking hit the button.
So
Good
it's a
evening,
skill,
everyone.
It's a skill and talent.
All right, let's get right into this, buddy.
Yeah.
We freaking want
Hey,
Pascal.
everyone,
Like seriously, I
Absolute second he starts his stream, his dogs just start running.
Yeah.
We're playing some more Total War Warhammer 2, everybody.
Yep.
It is the undead.
and the tree people.
Yeah, study on. Sorry, I'm gonna be like super low energy today. I don't know why, but it's just like all my energy just flooded out of my body.
Dude,
I've, like,
I
got a
was
coffee here and everything.
I had a 6-hour workday despite it being a Saturday. So you know, like
Yeah,
most
that's
of my mental energy has left me and has left me only with eagerness to play this game and entertain. So hopefully sheer passion will be enough because my wits may not be there.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, this dog could jump up on me trying to get my attention and kick my balls. You know, like
Again.
she's definitely done that before.
She does enjoy doing a bit of that.
This freaking dog.
She's a real nutter.
And she's
Okay.
like she's standing here with her chin on my arm, staring at me and wagging her tail. All right, hang on. Like I want to. Do you want to go out? Are you hungry? you can hear her tail just start whapping faster. It's just like, are you hungry? Yes. Okay, we'll get you food, but first off, I need to finish this turn.
So to catch everybody up, we're playing as the Cool Guy's the vampire counts. I am the angry trees of Drycha, and we are our plan is to try and make nice with the Empire, which are not doing so good on right now. They're actually still kind of pissed at me because I'm friends with the Cool Guy, but they haven't declared war yet. So I'm gonna have to probably find some way to like continue to make friends with them.
They're fairly mad at me right now as well because I declared war on the Border Princes, and apparently they like the Border Princes. Who knew?
Yeah, to do something about that.
Yep, it's a issue for certain.
I only need things to go well enough that I can just get my ritual up for Griffinwood, because that's like going to be the big thing. But we're also going to we're going to be working today on. I'm going to be working today on trying to get Drycha's husband and also try to get Durthu to confederate. To do that, I have to fight some dwarves. And honestly, the Forest of Gloom, as we get it growing up, will probably upset a few dwarves in the process. So I'll probably get to bash heads with a little bit.
Yeah, I'm slightly torn because to keep Akendorf stable right now, I need to keep myself. Never mind. I know what my next target is. So basically to keep Akendorf stable, I need to keep Mannfred in his little hidey hole here. But we've got a lot of Grimgor's boys around, and I would like to start whapping Grimgor. Let's double check Grimgor's overall like power base here. Border Princes have 0 settlements. Okay, so I should probably hang around one more turn because they are going to suicide. And
yeah, they'll suicide into somebody.
Right, and I'm like, I don't want it to be me. Grimgor has 5 settlements and is currently strength rank 1. So I have the best plan. I will not hear otherwise. Going up against the literal toughest power in the game. Oh well. C'est la vie. Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm gonna chill out at Akendorf just until the Border Princes go bye bye. And yes, Pascal, I see that you're hungry. Let's go get you food, girl. Come on.
Yeah, and I will keep everybody entertained in the meantime. There's gonna be so many dogs fed, they're gonna love it. Oh, the Red Duke! Hi, Red Duke, what do you want? He's declared war on me. Pretty sure he's already declared war on Sylvania, so that's not a big deal. So we'll just have to wait for Cool Guy to come back after he feeds him, unfortunately, because I think I've dragged him into this war.
You know,
I thought I had it.
You dogs
but...
actually already had food. didn't need to bother me for it.
Oh well.
My ally has been attacked from Musawan. Yeah, hell yeah. That guy's an idiot.
Yeah, he's kind of rude. I don't know what his deal is.
Okay, faction destroyed, border princes. They went and suicided on somebody. But it wasn't Akendorf, and that's what matters.
Yep. I'm just gonna have to spend a little bit of time in here. Because I have no manticores I can just replace that with. So we're just gonna chill out here in the tree for a little bit. Hopefully, because we still got a little bit of growing that needs to happen. Let's go. And to do this, I'm going to continue to have patrol the dwarven territories. I want to see what shenanigans I can get up to.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused as to the overall disposition of the dwarves and the orcs.
Yeah, well, Barag Dawesbug does seem to be held, and it kind of looks like, Black Crag is still in the hands of Grimgor, but the rest of Death Pass was in the dwarves, so I think the dwarves are actually quite a formidable force. So,
I think, that looked to be the case.
So what I might do instead is Zufbar's over here. I might just annoy Zufbar instead. Although they seem to be, oh no, they're... Apparently I trespassed on you at some point. That's pretty funny. I would have thought we had
if you say so.
access, but yeah. I don't get that. But whatever. Yeah, so I may just have to sort of Swiss up there and harass Zufbar and try and goad them into fighting me a few times. We'll see. That's it. So on to your turn.
Okay. Border princes are out. Tribute, public order, or angry gods. Oof. Public order is a real problem for me right now, but man, growth is so good. I gotta do it. I gotta get the growth.
Yeah. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with with the vampire accounts, you can have a lot more armies. So you can put down a lot more rebellions a lot easier.
Yeah. So Castle Tempelhof and Fort Obersteier. Let's go with that. Assign skill points. Doing this. Oh, the White King. Yeah. All right. So actually, let's take a look at. Oopsie daisy. That isn't what I wanted to do. Actually, that is what I wanted to do. It's just I wasn't expecting it to go all the way over there. All right. What's Karazakarak is strength rank 11. Boy, the greenskins are just super powerful at this time around. The Bloody Hands are also strength rank 5.
Let's just have a lot of armies kicking around right now. There may be a war going on.
Maybe. I don't know. That sounds a little sketch. Let's talk.
I mean, when a war happens, they get extra stacks on their stacks.
This early though, and we didn't get a alert about it.
I mean, I don't remember if we got an alert about it.
No, I would have remembered seeing a WA. I definitely would have remembered seeing a WA.
I don't even know how to remember what things are. I don't
I
don't have object permanence in this economy.
Here we go. I'm gonna start yelling at Grimgor.
Hi, Grimgor.
I'm gonna go ahead and not call you in right now, and then basically once you decide it suits you, you can just join.
Okay.
Hand me my sword.
The first things we're gonna do is gonna take back Varenka Hills, because if we leave that alone, there's a good chance the dwarves are gonna take it, and that'll deny it to me for a while.
Plus you taking that means I have an ally that can in that one, so those trees start healing more.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah, you taking territories around my tree is fantastic for because that helps me get the healing process going a lot sooner. I may have to teleport back to Griffinwood, or Yelling Trees are cool soon, because it's in its final stages of growth for the healing ritual.
Cool face.
At which point I'll be able to start work on some other things.
Mortal horror, blah blah blah. Oh, hey, lightning strike. Please and thank you.
Yeah, it's a real good number.
It is so good. Like, we should never
Get
forget
online?
how
No.
incredibly good Lightning Strike is. And
Yeah,
what to
I
do
almost
with this
wanna just, like-
Necromancer? Assault unit,
set
blah blah
this up
blah.
as-
Okay, so yeah, I should probably use this guy to scout. My next targets are going to be over this way, so let's see if there's any greenskins here. Okay, here's an army. It's a chump army. It's nothing that big. So okay, that's all fine. You dogs want to go outside now? Now they want to go outside. Swear to God, the instant that I start streaming and I like animate a little bit, they're just like, oh, it's time for everything to happen. Everything. Good
Now
comes.
stand before.
It's because they
the
know he's not
rightful
working now,
elector
so
of
they know that they
Stirling.
can bother him, and he's not going to be like, "Hey, I'm working." Shoo. Shoo. Guessing, I don't see it on mine, but I'm guessing.
God,
the
what do they
podcast
want?
is,
They want me to
Yeah.
break the trade agreement with you.
again, they really wanna. They really
Yeah,
wanna like stop trade.
I told them to go ride a bike. Also, the Butler, yes, the Robokai is playing the new Wood Elves.
And yeah, killing other wood elves can be a good way to do it. But I had a game just recently where, just by existing, I befriended everybody. So you know, like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I got 3 turns before I got to traverse back. Before I can traverse back home. What's it like over here? If I've got growth of 4, so it'll probably be about another 4 turns before I'm going to need to go over there anyway. So that's good. That works out. Forest of Gloom, can I? No. I'm still like 4 turns out of actually having some growth, so I can build some growth buildings. That's annoying.
I think I need to take a time out of some of my other research to do baleful rituals, because like I need to start pumping out corruption.
I suppose the other dwarf force I can go annoy is the fucking the troll slayer King Ungrim. And I might as well go exploring up that way because they have added some new bits and pieces. Like there's like a new undead thing, and everyone reckons that's where they're going to be putting in the Lamians. They reckon that we're finally going to get that faction added. So poke my head of direction. Blue for now.
Grimgor's our boys just confederated with Broken Nose. Well, that's unfortunate.
Even bigger now. Okay, that's just what you needed to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, that
We's
was
big, and now we's even bigger.
yeah. That was something I was definitely hoping could wait
Children
another
of
couple
my
of turns.
blood, come, let us talk.
What do we got here? Gifts given, treaties, blah blah blah. Now, they don't seem to care about my war with Grimgor, which is interesting. Whatever. I'm sure you'll come around eventually. Okay. Yep. Never mind.
Yeah, he's Mannfred basically because Vlad and Isabella have a terrible economy to start, and we'd rather not spend the opening part of the game just like having a not fun time.
Real talk. If I was to do a Vlad start, like, we would play the first maybe 30-ish turns off stream and then start from there. Because the first like 30 turns ish of Vlad and Isabella is just getting ready to go. Like with Mannfred, you just go. Like you saddle up on the first freaking turn, and you're just gonna kick some butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna end up with a freaking revolt down here, but c'est la vie.
This better.
If a revolt, oh well, you know,
I
if
hunt.
yeah, maybe if a revolt kicks off, if it like gets really out of hand once Mannfred walks out of the territory, I may have time to go over and punch it before I teleport back home.
Yeah, I'm not mega worried about it, just because I'm gonna see it coming. Like, ideally, what happens is I take Matorka, I take Barak Var in a relatively short amount of time, and then then I can solidify my grip on that area for a couple of turns. But I don't think I'm gonna have that amount of time. So beyond that, nasty skulkers, fuck them.
Yeah, bit of discussion in the chat about how the Empire probably needs some buffs at the moment. I'm not so sure, because in all of my games I've played, I found what happens is the vampires expand really rapidly, but then the Empire just pushes back, and the Empire conquers the vampires inevitably. Because the vampires overextend, and the Empire just gets the war machine going. And then once the war machine of the Empire gets going, it's really hard to stop.
Oh man, I need to pay more attention to this.
What's
so
that?
I can have up to 4 necromancers right now, and I really
and they buff the economy of wherever you're putting them.
and
So
they also steal technology. So if I had 4 necromancers out there who have all recently stolen technology, that's double research. That is literally plus 100% research.
Yeah.
So that 110% needs to happen.
What am I currently researching? It's
Follow me.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep coming over here. Okay, so we've got a big black orc big boss hero.
it's like I'm doing Latria, Lady of the Mists. Oh yeah, that'll give me a bonus campaign movement. Good reason I'm doing that. Funny enough, the Forest of Gloom, its bonuses are also movement range. So like the sheer amount of movement that a Wood Elf army can get once you sort of start piling on all the various buffs you can get starts to get pretty ridiculous. What I really need to do is just get my hands on the
That goblin army came over to Barak Var, I think, to attempt to guard against my attack there. It will not help them. And now Pascal wants back in. Good lord. This is just gonna be part of the streaming ritual or something, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'd say you're right. I think you're right. Okay, so I've gotten that. I definitely want to research Isha the Mother to get myself better replenishment for all my plants.
Just because you walked outside for 2 minutes and then came back in. Don't eat.
Eat your food. Still can't build anything. I'm kind of like, it's like, I want growth buildings, but because growth buildings require growth, I've got like 3 turns before I have 1 growth.
Oh lord, that sucks, dude.
That is one of the problems with, if I'm not taking the regions around my forest and putting in growth buildings, I do have to wait a little bit to get going.
Well,
Like I have to wait either for the money, which I'm gonna get a good cash injection from when I go, when I go restore my tree, which in another 4 turns. I get 2 turns to move, so in 2 turns, I'm gonna teleport Drycha back to the tree, and then on the next turn, hopefully things will be okay. And I can get going.
if you, okay, there we go. Nagash. Ooh, that's good. Oh wait, I can't afford this. Vampiric corruption in all adjacent provinces. So not... Okay, so I get some anyway. Yeah, alright, fine. I need that money to hire more necromancers.
We've got another Blimblin again. So I have some bad news. I went to the doctors last week because I was experiencing frequent losses of memory and getting horrendous migraines. I went to get an MRI done, and it turns out I have an acquired brain injury. Upon finding out the results, the doctor asked if I do anything that may have caused it, to which I replied, I'm somewhat a regular Beastman player. He's giving me a repeat 100 milligram dosage prescription for, well, fucking stop that shit. Fingers crossed for my recovery. I'm just gonna say this now. Cool Guy and I actually played a game together off stream just to see how he'd feel about the pirates, the Vampire Pirates, a long time ago, and I just played as the Beastmen. And Cool Guy can vouch for it. I fucking rolled the entire fucking region of Tilia and like, Margarita and Lower Southern Britonia, and they couldn't do anything about it. They were just like, oh, these guys think they're so tough. Well, we'll just, oh, they've ambushed us. Oh, Minotaurs. Oh, and then just like, yeah. My bad, like my fucking Minotaur hero, the Gorbald, basically just smashed an entire gate down on a fortress down himself, and then just like fought off like half a fucking army by himself.
It was pretty incredible.
He was fucking fantastic. He was the star character. The next DLC should hopefully because they're gonna do more DLC for Warhammer 2. They really need to get the Beastmen touched up, and we definitely need to see them add the Minotaur Lord, because more Minotaur all the time, please. Just do it, you cowards. It's gonna, and they're like, everyone's like, oh, maybe they'll add the Jabberslythe, and the Jabberslythe is like, would be a horrendous model to make and animate, so they probably won't. Then again, they did make the Skaven Abomination, so who knows? But yeah, the Beastmen need to look in. Beast Lord Rakarth is probably going to be the last Lord everyone reckons as well, because the Dark Elves are basically the last faction to do this. So we're fighting this? Yeah,
we've got to fight this. Like, I think we can do this, particularly considering what they have to throw into the center versus what we have to throw into the center. Because like they basically have those biggins. They have the biggins, and that's it. And then we beat them on heroes as well. So I think we're we're gonna be good here, but the auto resolve does not agree.
Why would you play an army even Games Workshop didn't care about? Because they're fun. Total War Warhammer Beastmen are a fun force. They are the fastest army in the game. Their entire gameplay is hilarious guerrilla warfare. The only thing that has made them hard to play as is just the fact that the game really loves putting new guys into things you've raised. They need to come up with a system to essentially, basically say, knock that shit off. I'm just gonna hang your.
Yeah, like since this isn't a field battle, there's a couple of useless units in here.
Don't forget to give me my big boy.
Sure. Yeah. Good call. Just make sure Best Boy helps me take down that gatehouse. He's the only really the only siege weapon we've got.
Yeah, that's where he's going.
Sick. All right.
I'm ready when you are.
So basic strategy here is to put the zombies and the skeletons up on the walls to distract them, and then the Graveguard and the Crypt Ghouls go in once Best Boy has shit down, and they will be supported by Mannfred and Frederick. That should
Their roster is really bad apart from the speed. Nah, disagree again. They're excellent on the charge. They're really good. Like people just don't know what they got when they got them. It's just you have to play them a very specific way, and a very specific way to play them is exactly the way I play every other army, like a cheaty, scummy, ambushing fuck.
Yeah, like that was definitely like what he showed off when we were screwing around off stream, was exactly how to be the biggest shit lord on the planet. I was just like, yep, okay.
I know people struggle with this. Because you hear people saying all the time, I can't handle trying to chase down this army. I can't handle fighting, I can't handle the agent spam. I can't handle this. And it's like, no, you're playing it wrong. You should be the guy swarming the field with agents stabbing people. You should be the guy parking a intentionally weak army in front of an ambush stance really strong army. Because then the AI will walk over and fucking die.
Hey Robokai, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Don't let me interrupt you. I wanted to get the party started.
Yeah, you've got to be a scum. That is how you play it. Admitting there's only one way to play them is admitting they are not good. I mean, they're a horde army that specializes in ambush. Why would you play them another way? Their entire thing is about being fast and ambushing people. Why would you play them another way? There's one way you can play them, and it's intensely fun. That's like saying you should make an elite army of few units in an orc army.
I mean, honestly, one of
complaining that or saying orcs are a bad army because you can't make an effective all-missile army out of them.
One of the things that I continue to want to do in this game is to just get Karl Franz and freaking 19 Empire captains, and then just go see how long that shit will work.
I haven't met a slave. That's right. I never met her. I met her. I never met her. I didn't like. Met her. Is there like some arrow boy somewhere I can attack? I don't. Oh, yeah. Ogami. There's no arrow boys.
I mean, there's some archers up on the.
Yeah. When you hit the walls, I will accompany you, but for now I won't.
Yeah, I'm just throwing the skeleton warriors and zombies up the walls just to stress them out.
Like there are some things that you should definitely like they do need to tune up for the Beastmen. The whole cycle of like the moons and the bonuses and things you get out of that aren't that great. They're kind of terror bad. Like they could be way better. Where to go with your skeletons get something. Like that I'm all for. Yeah, their roster doesn't have all their stuff, so they could definitely use more of that. All right, gates open.
Gates open. The heavy units are going up the middle. So is the White King.
I will bring my faster units up so they can help out. I'm gonna start smashing some orcs in here just to get you going. Hopefully Vargulf will survive because he is now effectively trapped by the sheer amount of orc minions that are slapping into him.
You mind? Come on.
If your Beastman army isn't a lord in 19 Minotaurs, you're doing it wrong. Well, I mean, it's also if your Beastman army isn't a lord in 19 Minotaurs, you're playing as Grimgor, and it's a beast lord and 19 Chaos Spawn instead. which is a different sort of fun. That's the fun that doesn't break. And also you turn more people into spawns. It's basically just do you want more chaos spawns, and you hit no and the game goes too bad and there are more chaos spawns.
Oopsie doodle.
Oh no, they're warring!
No!
We're goring. Oh god, there's like way too many of them.
I mean, they're like I've been raising dead in their back lines. They're going to be using a lot of their power on that.
If you've got anything like boost leadership, please do for Vargulf.
I just did Invocation of Nehek on him.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try and run him out of like the short pile of stuff to get his thing back up, and then run him back in again.
Their Wa is out, so that's their load.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, it's just when he gets around and he gets a little.
We're sure he gets Best Boy gets a little nervous. Who can blame
so
it?
I run him out. And now I'm like, now he just ate a dude. Oh no, he didn't. He picked him up and he's slamming him around by his leg. That's actually so good. I think it was a goblin. He just did that too. It's a hard life for goblins.
Let's do one of these. Unit has been wiped out. It was temporary anyway.
Oh look, there's some goblin archers. I'm just gonna send the Vargulfs at them because they're shooting. But a lot of your guys on the walls are now standing around doing nothing, so feel free to walk them down. They'll probably
the entire I might as well do something like with them. Like the entire reason they were up there in the first place was just to stress people out.
Oh look, goblins! Oh look!
Oh hey, another Wa. Who'da thunk it? Oh, the Great Shaman is in there. How did I not notice that sooner? Spirit Leech. Let's get Invocation of Nehek on Best Boy.
They're actually like breaking away a few dudes to try and get the Vargulf, but I'm just gonna use it as an excuse to like move them
just troll them around. I'm running a little low on the Winds of Magic.
They're backing off. Vargulf get his thing back up and then attack the goblins again, because attacking goblins is funny.
Attacking goblins is hilarious, and I will fight anybody who says otherwise.
Just giant cubes of blood every time he swings. He doesn't even kill that many of them every time he does it, but it just looks like he's killed a lot of them.
Ah, hell with it. More raised dead!
Okay, I'm just gonna try and get the get the Vargeists out of there because it looks like they're either getting injured by something or they're just. So if you want to like indication or something on them, that.
Yeah, you can sweep the walls, and then if you can hit these morons from behind with the Vargeist. Well, no, never mind. They're a little bit too hurt to do that. So forget that.
Yeah, if you like throw a healing spell on them, that'll do it.
Well, give me just 1 second. I need to get one more Winds of Magic back, and there we go. They are not an LOS. You're gonna have to fly them behind the lines or something. So.
When you say behind the lines, oh, to man.
To like basically where the dire wolves currently are. I'm not asking you to go into combat with them.
No, it's okay. You can do it now. They're next to Mannfred now.
Okay.
When you do it, once you do that, I'll send them back onto those arrow boys that are still standing up there.
There's the spirit.
Because they broke one unit of arrow boys, so they can break the next one. This is one Vargeist just over here bopping.
Those are big uns. Those are boar boys.
Man, they really are just like leadership holding over there, aren't they?
Yeah, I like the thing. I haven't flanked them, and part of that is laziness on my part. Part of that was me wanting to make sure that those goblins didn't interfere. Now I've got a couple of zombies that can actually hold out when they hit them from the side. Because I have just been using Raise Dead, which, you know, raises them with, like, no morale. Well, that's beautiful. Hey, buddies!
Okay, so that's another unit of archers, like, defeated by the Vargeists. So what else can we get into here? Looks like we got a few more dudes coming down at you. Just like that doorway really needs to get clear, and I could probably send the knights in after that. But
yeah, once we're in here, this will get a lot easier. If you pull the Vargeist down, I got enough magic for another heal.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm getting the Vargolf out of it because he's actually regenerated to the point now where he's not even going to regenerate his own health bar now, which is bad. He's kind of trapped on the other side of the wall. Those guys over there.
Yep. Okay. The gate is a general retreat for the orcs at this point.
Just need to start getting these wolves in. Just gonna apply some pressure burner on the wolves. You should consider having your Sylvanian crossbowmen climb up onto the wall.
Good call.
Facing
call.
The inner side.
Yeah, I had forgotten they existed. Good call.
There we go. Oh, and apparently, yeah, the Vargeists are debilitated. I guess they got stuck into a fight. They instantly just started losing their numbers and crumbles.
Oof,
Sorry, dude.
Oof. Well, there's still 3 of them. Just pull them out. Like
they're rallying, so they go.
Like the Winds of Magic are depleted enough that I'm probably not going to be able to heal them up real nice in here. But hang on, let me do what I can at least. There you go.
Yeah, just man, this is just such a painful dog pile.
The orcs are doing a much better job of holding on here than I thought they would.
I can't get my dogs inside, period, which is upsetting.
Okay, the Goblin Great Shaman is finally broken. I imagine that will help a fair bit.
Okay, now there are like 3 units of okay. Your best boy is in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be able to do anything to get him out of this trouble because again, like the only way out is blocked.
Just head over on this side.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult though. I think he's going to like wander.
Yeah, he's trying to wander straight through. I just need a little bit more magic, and then I'll toss a healing spell on him.
It's just too many fucking things around the doorway.
There you go.
I guess the direwolves got into combat because like some of them were taking damage now too.
Yep.
Which is fun. Yeah, the regenning is now down to half.
Right, just because he's been into the grinder so many freaking times.
Yeah, it's sort of a thing, unfortunately, with the Vargulf is enough damage done. Like originally when Total Warhammer 1 came out, it was just like you could basically get somebody regenning forever, so they could run into combat, take a bit of damage, run back out, regen, come back in, and it made some characters like Sigvald completely invincible.
Yep.
So they made that there was an upper limit to the amount that can be regen, so that kind of made it a bit better.
There it is, General Retreat.
Thank freaking goodness.
Yeah, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Enemy Lord is dead.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. It's taking so long to kill this guy. Just had this.
I set the White King on him, but I think the White King just couldn't get to him at all.
Yeah. That's what best boys for. Finally, I can actually start sending some things in because the Black Knights have just been out here chilling, and quite frankly, they're tired of chilling. They've
I'm
got
thinking
the chill
this
of the
with the Black Knights.
Yeah, they're gonna get a raid, and the dogs are gonna like follow up behind it, and they're just gonna meet their way through everything.
You can stop that. There we go.
I'll let Best Boy relax after this. Actually, I'll probably join.
Unit has been wiped out. I imagine it was just some zombies or some garbage.
Yeah, I kept the Vargeists out of combat because I ain't silly. All right.
Good. We've got a couple of shatters in here.
Let's hit these guys at 100 miles an hour, shall we? Let's.
I'm heading on the far side.
Yeah, the Boar Boys might be coming in your direction because
It looks like it.
Oh no, they might be swerving around.
Hey, nasty skulkers.
Yeah, we'll have fun with that because
We surpass Nagash.
we sending in everything. Yeah, that unit of Orc Beacons that took the brunt of it lost more than half just off the charge alone.
Yup. There's another unit of boys coming around. I'm backing up the area with Mannfred, so he will continue to support.
Might as well just charge him into combat.
That is part of what I meant by support. Yes.
Alright, well, while I've got the enemy pinned in place with dogs and Vargeists, I will pull back with my knights, turn them round, and charge back in again.
Portals quail.
So that's how you cycle charge, ladies and gentlemen. Angrily. And there goes the roll.
Yup, that's it. They just lost everything.
That's how you
Fantastic.
And there we
Close
go.
victory. I disagree. That was more an annoying victory than anything
That
else.
was a very long victory. Look, Best Boy. Oh wow, the Vargeists actually killed like 370.
Yeah, they tend to do
that.
work.
They killed so many Orc Arrow Boy units, I guess. Poor knights. They just hung back and just couldn't get into combat. I would have almost sent them through the gate first if I was leading, because then they might have been able to like push everyone back.
I hemmed and hawed about that, but there were a ton of goblin spearmen at the gate.
They probably would have gotten trapped. And
Yeah,
killed.
there were so many spearmen around the gate. I didn't want to put them into a terrible situation with that.
Destroy them.
All right, there we go. Took him out. That actually clears the way for me at Matorka much easier, which is great because that will get me a commandment. Unassigned skill points. What else do we got here? Oh right, this is Paulos. Identification of Nahak. Probably get him raised dead before I worry too much more about this. I really should. Raised dead is super useful. Hero not moved. He has still stolen technology for one more turn.
Follow me.
So let's just see if we can. Yeah, there we go. How about you refresh that and get yourself a level while we're at it. I like it. Start putting points into specialist because that's very much what I want him to do. I can hire one more necromancer this turn as well. I can. Do you?
Ready. Thine right is mine.
And Mannfred leveled up. Guile and Glamour, Necrarch, Colonel Warden. That's a hard choice. Basically, Vampiric Corruption in the local province or Growth in the local province. Probably say Vampiric Corruption in the local province.
Yeah, you've been aiming for growth building, so I reckon get your Vampiric Corruption up.
Not even just that. Like the question to me becomes, where is Mannfred going to be? He's not going to stick around areas long enough for him to make a big difference with growth, but spiking Vampiric Corruption early on would be extremely helpful. Anyhow, Heroic Killing Blow. Yep, okay. That's gonna happen. I think that's basically everything. I don't have anything else that I can do with no money. So let's go ahead and hit that button.
Expansion needs an in-game economy, something that lets us speculate in-game. How did I know that trading on the Warpstone market would give Ichaclaw more nukes?
Okay, so interesting note. Grimgor does have a wall on. He's outside Barrack Var.
Okay, I'm coming. He might chew you through you before I can get there, but
it's entirely possible. He has so many motherfuckers.
Well, they certainly do.
Oh, that's super fucking bad.
That's so funny.
Like...
Should we be shocked?
No, I mean, I'm not shocked. I am disappointed.
But your disappointment is immeasurable and your civilization is wrong. Trees are coming to help. Trees are coming to help.
Hopefully he will screw off for just one more turn. We can get you up in this business.
If he doesn't take you this turn, I can just tree move next to you, and then you can like attack him on your turn, and I'll back you.
I refuse.
And it will be an abso-fucking-loot clusterfuck.
Yeah, no, even that's just gonna be absolutely insane.
I mean, the good news is that his reinforcement stack is mostly just gonna be like arrow boys, goblins, and boys. He's got like 2 black.
Yeah,
there.
you say that.
And his main stack is just boys. It's just boys.
He's got some Doomdiver catapults, which I would be more worried about if we didn't have Vargeists. But you know, still,
there's and manticores.
There's so many of them.
It's alright. I got Drycha. She's not normally good at fighting enemy characters, but she does have Wit Stealer, which gives her insane armor piercing and discourage effects. So and magical attacks. So she's gonna be able to do some damage.
Oh no, I don't want you to attack that. I want you to attack to go after the settlement. There you go. Steal the technology.
But yeah, I worry about your army. Consider like if you can, like removing some units or consolidating some units and raising dead.
I
To, like,
can't
fill
raise
your
dead.
ranks back up.
That was my immediate thought. Is just
Oh, you can't raise dead while
I
BC?
cannot. There are no units currently available to raise. It says.
I'm like 99% sure that next turn he's just gonna take the place.
I mean,
And there's not
I
a
would.
damn thing
Like,
you're
I
gonna
wouldn't
be
have
able to
even
do
waited
about
if
it.
I was him. Like, I wouldn't have even waited.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume he has to build something.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah.
I just love the. No, there's no way he had a wall going. We would have noticed, and I'm just
I
like,
definitely.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Like, I definitely would have was high attention on him having a wall ready, because it was a entire thing for the way that I was considering approaching this game. You know, like I wanted
Like, yes,
I wanted
you
it to
just
be a thing.
weren't paying enough attention.
Clearly not. Well, on the upside, I have 201% research rate right now because I can steal technology with necromancers super easy.
Oh god, I'm just watching. There must be Grimgor is standing on a plane that's like drops down if you stand on the like slightly to the left. So occasionally he just sort of shuffles into the ground.
Oh, dude, I just saw it happen. It's pretty grand.
His center just moves up to the side and he goes, "Oh, I'm filling a hole. Here we go. Now I'm gonna keep yelling. Oh, I'm filling a hole."
Okay.
These dwarves, do they not know anything about occupational health and safety? Occupational health and safety.
Occupational health and safety.
Is
That
the
is-
Chaos Dwarves put up railings over the slave melting vats
That is fantastic.
that I then ripped up and beat them to death with? Oh boy, here we go. Will Grimgor unleash the full fury of his furious fury?
Holding my breath. Holding my breath. Come on, please don't hit me, Grimgor. Please, he hit me.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt me.
And then he hurt me.
Hammer promptly hurt
I'm
me.
really tempted to just auto-resolve that. I don't see how it's possible. Like,
It's really in his favor.
yeah, like it's 90% in
So-
on his side, and I don't disagree. Like, the walls are damaged. Like, it says I've got one breach. I have garbage on both of my stacks. Like
His
settlement
his
garrison
black
is
orcs
nothing.
alone would just chew through you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
your garrison wasn't ready.
Nah, like I'm just kind of screwed here. So I think I just
RIP,
gotta take
best
the
boy.
L. I think I just gotta take the L.
Just take the L. Mannfred will be back in a few turns.
Yeah, like that sucks, but you know, it be like that sometimes.
I would be warned though. He's probably going to immediately head for Akendorf.
I would think so. But, you know, we'll see. The AI does strange things sometimes. And I do have another stack. Like I'm gonna start moving Paulos down to Akendorf, though he definitely will not be there at time.
That's okay. I will see what he does and I will take action. Just let's move my. Because remember, I'm not at war with him, so he's not going to make movements based on what you got. He's gonna make movements based on what you got.
Right. Yeah.
So what he
rather
will,
than
what he
you
will
have.
probably do is move towards. He'll either move towards Akendorf or move towards Varenka. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strike a neutral position just here. In
good
tree
call.
mode, so that he can't, so that like I don't take attrition,
Mhm.
and then whichever one he chooses, I will run into him screaming and flailing my big tookie arms around.
He might just strike south again, honestly, or go to Baragdawa's Bog, because
I kind
like
of hope he does, because I wanna go like finish my ritual.
yeah, it'd be great if he screwed off for a little while. Like my entire mistake here overall was like was keeping Paulos in reserve to make sure Carrick Dromar didn't rebel. You know, like I basically did that, and that was probably a mistake.
Carrick Dromar's probably gonna rebel regardless.
It probably won't at this point, actually. Like if I need a couple more public order buildings, and if I turn off taxes over there, then it's probably fine. Dwarves Confederated, yeah, I lost the White King, and I lost the terrifying mask of
Plinlin will have no channeling of ninja on this channel,
This
please.
better be important.
That's a great frickin' one. The phrase "I'll just take the L" is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened, not tricking the orc stack or getting through to a win. When you stop getting angry, when you don't get beat on an encounter, you've lost twice. There's always something to try, and mechanics cheese. Never settle for a reset. Yeah, all right. On the upside, like this that really unhamstrung my my freaking economy. So now I'm gonna have a bunch of turns where I actually have money to do
More
things.
sleep shines.
These crypt horrors? Yeah, those are crypt horrors. That's pretty good.
Good. This will do. What do you want?
Okay. Public order minus 6 of 56. We can.
It was kind of wild though. He seemed to just like swing out of nowhere. He like.
I
whooshed across
mean,
the
yeah,
landscape to
like
get you.
I definitely had a serious failure of military intelligence there. Like I 100% should have been able to see him coming.
He must have been on his way to get to a fight with the dwarves and swerved because you took some stuff and he's.
I guess, you know, like I also didn't go that far south when I was looking around.
Ready?
Anyway,
Plimlin is now threatening you with a gun, making sure you win the next one.
win the next one.
This way.
I mean, if I lose the next one, that's when things are gonna start getting pretty bad. For Obersteier, economy, Colonel Pit versus Gibbet. Oh, that's a tough decision. I guess we'll go with Charnel Pit.
Do you need fresh troops?
I mean, if he hadn't gone in, if he'd held off for one more turn for whatever reason, which obviously he never was going to.
I mean, like
you know,
it would
I'd
have
have gone
been
in there.
it would have been absolutely mystifying if he would have if he would have held off. Like there was no reason for him to hang out.
You know, it's funny, I talked about occupational health and safety, but if you look at the bridge, one of the bridges above Barak Var in the mountains, normally they have, like, you know, dwarf high, like, sort of railings on the open bridges, and they've put up, like, high orc palisades on them. So, obviously, they do take their safety on
There
bridges
is
very
something
seriously.
to occupational health and safety.
No mucking about when it comes to your personal safety, boys. So let's see where he goes. Yeah,
He went to
okay,
Auchendorf. But he's in Raiden camp. He's not actually attempting to siege Auchendorf at the moment.
Yeah, I think what's happening is he's going for Varenka, which means I can enact my special plan. And
Cool.
This is going to be risky, and it's probably going to cost me.
I mean, if you want to wait for Palos is on his way down. He might be down there one turn too late, though.
Yeah. So what instead I'm going to do is I'm going to move myself to about here. I'm going to get into an ambush stance, thereby making it so that there is a big ambush radius here.
He's going to
And
walk
I'm
straight
going
through
to-
that.
And then I'm going to declare war on him so that he would actually trigger it. Alright, big guy, let's see what you got.
I wonder how much longer this was going on.
No way of knowing. It's pretty big though.
No
Alright.
happening.
Let's see what he tries. Still sort of my dryad that I sent up to scout is just doing some mountain range scouting.
Blood River Valley. Ah, yeah, okay. The area around Varenka Hills is about to have a rebellion because there's so much bullshit going on.
Yeah, he could do an underway interception, but the thing is that he could do an underway interception if he thought, like he would do one if he thought he needed to do one, if he can't see me because I'm in ambush stance, and there's no guarantee that I'll pull this off. He may just go, well, bugger it, here I go anyway. And here's the thing, unless they've changed it, if I hit an ambush or an underway interception, it won't be his whole army that gets intercepted. If I ambush Grimgor, his second war stack will not be there, because you do not get reinforcement. And only one army, it rolls independently for each army when they go. So yeah, like I'm in a pretty good position. The only way that this is going to go differently is if he flips off the Barak Var, but again, like every other direction that he could go for. I know he's going for rank kills because they always go for the soft target. They will always attack all the soft targets before they go for the big one. And there is also Polos coming, so he won't attack Akendorf to stick around at Akendorf. He's going to attack Akendorf and run off at best.
Well, I've got necromancers throwing a dragnet around everything at this point.
Yeah, if he attacks Akendorf and he takes Akendorf, Palos can run up and siege it, and I can help out, and we can contain Grimgor and kill him. Like, so that's no problem.
And honestly, killing Grimgor would be a bigger deal than losing Mannfred, just because Grimgor takes so much longer to build up his forces and everything. Like, particularly since I still have casualties over here in Carag Dromar. Like, I'm going to be able to walk over and get a reasonably decent army pretty quick once Mannfred is back on his feet. Yeah. Imminent rebellion. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah. So many things could go wrong here, but so many things can go right. All I have to do is pull off his ambush. If I don't pull off his ambush, I'm probably gonna get wiped.
Why am I at war? Oh. Wait, why am I at war with the... Oh, Barak Var rebels. Okay. Never mind.
And he went straight for you, okay.
Oh, okay.
And you're fucked because you were in marching stance.
Yup. Wow, I had no... How was I... Oh, man. Okay.
He pranked you very hard.
Yeah, he just pranked me super hard. And, it tells me that I have no fucking chance whatsoever.
Because he's attacking you with 2 stacks and you're on the undead. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, okay. That's really bad for me.
This is, like... It's all falling apart right now.
It really is. It really is.
I honestly, my bad, because I did not.
Yeah,
I didn't realize you were gonna move your guys and get that close when I hopped in.
Yeah, I didn't think I was that close. I thought I was out of range.
Yeah.
No, I thought I was out of range. Okay, well.
That's so funny.
God bless it.
Way.
God bless it. Okay, well, whatever. If I did nothing but win, this would be a very boring stream.
God, I can't believe Grimgor outthunked us. That's so fucked up.
I got cunning brutality, man. I got cunning brutality.
What does Zifbar want? Oh, Zifbar wants to declare war on me. Thanks, guys.
Sure, why not?
Yes, Kazakh. Oh dear. It may be time to abandon the Forest of Gloom and return home and reinforce.
Yeah, I'm losing Varenka Hills. It's fine.
Okay then,
It's just the rebels. They're just gonna... Oh wait, no, they actually took it. All right. Well.
Yeah, when it's a faction that's been wiped out and the rebels come in, they come in running. Okay. So at this point,
you can
I'm
just
in a
take
lot of
Varenka
trouble.
Hills if you want.
What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move back to my territory. He's probably going to take Akendorf and wipe it out. Sorry to say.
Yeah, I don't see why he would do anything different. Like, I'm on the back foot now for the next like 10 turns or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop into ambush stance and I'm gonna see where he goes, but I'm probably just gonna abandon the spider tree and head home. So that's a good one.
Forest of Gloom has a really strong garrison. You could probably hold it.
War stack. No, that's the thing. I don't have walls, and he has a war stack.
But you have a full stack with Drycha, and then your garrison is 2/3 of another stack.
He won't go near it while he thinks Drycha's there though. That's the thing.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
I mean, I will have to like it's the way that the AI thinks. They will not go somewhere unless they absolutely think they have a really good chance of fucking. So I'm gonna slide over here. I'm staying over here in my ambush
And
stance.
basically you're trying to bait it out with ambush. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And again, if I ambush his forces, he won't be able to bring his full bar to bear, etc., etc.
Right.
What I'm going to do is run away crying from the big green man. I'm not running away crying. I'm running away screaming in the trees.
Well,
I'm going
Palos
to
only got
this
wounded. That's fine.
because I can't. Yeah. The guys you summon from your blood kisses are immortal as well.
Good. I was a little worried about that. That's not
So
what I meant
the
to
main
do.
thing I've just been worried about is Grimgor, like smashing me with his full might. So we're gonna try and avoid that. Because then Blimlin dies if that happens. No one wants to see Blimlin die.
That would be terrible. I would cry. I would literally cry. Okay, well, I don't have a whole lot to do until I get another lord in. Mannfred returns next turn.
Yeah, he's got a pretty rapid.
I
turn
can
speed.
raise Hans Skellen. Paulos is back in 4 turns. What do we do? Raising Hans is probably a good idea. I can swap him out with or I can just use him. You know, he's good. Let's have a look at what he does. Looks a lot like Mannfred at a glance, which is not a bad thing.
You can and you can instantly replace like someone with another lord.
Right, you know, once Mannfred comes back, like I'm just going to pull him out anyway. And there's some lovely raised dead options here in Sylvania.
Yeah. The big reason I've pulled back to my trees though is because the longer I stay in ambush stance in your territory, I'm taking attrition.
Yeah. No, that makes.
I'm just like I'm not doing that.
No. I saw that. That makes complete sense. Definitely do that. Okay, so that's a good 4 of men. And what does the corpse card do? Regeneration, magical aura. That's not bad, really. Okay, so Hans can start raising a new army. Which is literally all of my.
This is so funny because
okay.
Grimgor goes whoa, and then Drycha goes ah! So it's basically they're just shouting at each other.
Fucking screaming contest. I love it.
This night.
How many layers of irony are we operating on when we say that? I don't know. I don't even know what irony. What do you
I
mean
never
irony?
was an Iron.
It is night. The Shamblers move.
Who just said the Shamblers? Was that a?
That was a necromancer.
Okay. I was really confused. Like, who? These two are just yelling, and then it's just like the necromancer just starts talking, and they're like, "Excuse me, we're having
Yeah, I'm
yelling
moving
match
him. I'm moving him around to expand the scouting dragnet.
Okay, time to see what Grimgor decides to do. He may just continue marching into your territory, fucking you up.
I mean, it's not my territory ahead anymore. Like Vlad.
He could
Oh, that doesn't look good for him.
He doesn't have his full army. He does not have his full army. Save, and let's fight this out.
All right.
Alright, so the ambush didn't work, but we can still fight him. So yeah.
And then do not click auto resolve. Do not fucking click auto resolve.
So the big problem is Grimgor is probably going to like butcher everybody he goes near.
Yeah, like Grimgor himself is far and away the biggest threat here. We need to get rid of the Doom Diver catapults as quickly as possible, and then basically.
That's what we've got the Hawk for.
Right. Yeah, we have Hawks for that problem. But then basically, if Grimgor goes down, so does the rest of the army.
Okay, so there's his entire army. How best to do this? I'm gonna give you these boys anyway. You get all the woodland creatures. You've got Hawk,
and then
you've got
all the fast movers.
wolves Yeah, and I'm going to obviously bring my front line up sooner. So that I can just start shooting sooner. Biggest problem is going to be that Doom Dive's going to get off a lot of free shots. So I'm going to spread my ladies out so that he can't just like monster mash us immediately.
What does he have over here on the side? So he does have some boar boys on the flank over there.
Yeah, that's what the wolves and shit are for.
Really? Do you think the wolves will do well against the boar boys?
You have 3 units of them, and they have armor piercing.
Okay.
Remember, they have armor piercing and frenzy and charge bonuses and everything else. They are actually a lot stronger than you might realize.
I mean, they're like I look at them and I think of the attack profile of dogs. Not and I generally don't send dogs against.
All of my woodland creatures, my friends. Just remember, they are a lot scarier than you think.
Sexy.
They are. Right. They are on super animal crack. Just
so
Drycha has buffed them.
The fast movers knock out the boar boys to keep them from interfering, and then they start collapsing around the main flank. Got it.
And do not be do not be afraid to just like drop that manticore on rear lines.
Yep, the hawks are going in first, the doom divers, and then they're basically going to start harassing people from behind. I'm ready when you're ready.
All right, here we go. Oops.
Hawks move. Manticore hang around in reserve for a moment. Shifting the line. That's interesting.
Good. You guys, you're that one. Alright, Drycha, start doing your thing. That is a goblin big boss there. Okay.
Well, you weren't fucking joking. Those boar boys don't stand a chance against those dogs.
Told you. Okay. Now I need you shooting.
Okay, the doom divers are shattered. They're not doing anything anymore.
Excellent. Alright, all arrows on Grimgor. Pinned him in place. Yeah, like we're taking ridiculous amounts of damage really quickly from the orcs.
It's all Grimgor.
I hate how skirmish mode makes your dudes just shoot at entirely the wrong people. You'll tell them to fire at somebody, and they just refuse to.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to pull Drycha out because unfortunately Grimgor has attacked her, and she's gonna fucking die.
Yep. Grimgor is insane. Whoa!
Jeez.
What the fuck? The hawks just got completely destroyed.
Yeah, the hawks aren't really that capable of staying in combat. Okay.
I'm putting the Manticore in combat with Grimgor.
Yeah, the Tree Man is also in combat with Grimgor, so that'll
Between
have
the
to
two of them, ooh, what's going on here? Okay, he's out of control.
He's rampaging.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what else I can get away with. I'll run these girls into that back line. Anybody else is not fighting anything?
I need a freaking cycle charge these dogs.
Luckily for us, Tree Men and Manticore are built to mess with
Yeah,
this
they're built to
assault.
fuck. There's no two ways about that.
And we're gonna use a spell to remove more melee defense and melee attack from Grimgor, so at least you can get the job done.
The Manticore is getting the worst of this. I might need to cycle him out here pretty quick.
That's alright.
Grimgor just shattered.
I'm just gonna turn to chat and give you all middle fingers. Grimgor's got a really big iron axe. He's scary. Fuck you. Trees!
Trees, motherfucker!
Trees! And look, everybody's just gonna be beating up Grimgor now. I'm just like gonna run everybody at Grimgor.
Oh yeah, no, he has to fall before he leaves this because.
Yeah, hey Grimgor, I'm gonna net you. So you can't run away. Fuck you.
You ain't going nowheres, Flatfoot.
You guys were saying I was running away, screaming and crying. Just let me have this moment to flip you off. Okay? I'm gonna net him. I'm gonna net this motherfucker. Yeah, he's netted.
Oh, buddy.
I gotta shoot a really big arrow at him. Even though this will probably hurt my own guys a lot more.
Honestly, if it takes him down, it's worth it. That's it.
That's Drycha for you. Yeah. So hey.
Utterly fantastic. Great work, dude.
Alright.
Whew, that was a close victory.
That was I felt like under pressure fairly bad from the start there.
I was not okay with what happened there. Ugh.
He didn't have his War Army because ambushes work that way. An ambush essentially, even if it fails, doesn't bring the whole enemy army into it. Essentially because he didn't spot my army before, when he stepped on my army, there was a chance that he would still not get ambushed. So he saw my army coming, but still didn't have his army to fight. That's basically how ambushes work. And it's also why his War Army is going to get destroyed as well, because he's gone. Because I'm pretty sure when you get ambushed, you just get wiped out, regardless.
I think he's going to be able to walk away. Sour Spearchucka is noted as surviving right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he walked away, but like that is nowhere near as bad as it was. Also, to answer the question, Butler, I have not played the Prison in Phasmophobia yet. I've had a couple of friends basically tell me that I need to do it and it needs to happen, and I agree with them. Because Phasmophobia is a really good game, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, so Drycha just got Hide Striker, which gives her more armor and armor-piercing weapon damage, which is kind of funny. As we saw, she's a hybrid. She's not a killer, so that was honestly kind of hairy, scary the minute he got near. But I can give her a bonus to some other abilities. So I've got like a choice here. It's like I might go with this one, Shifting Woods. Ambush success chance plus 15%. Attribute causes fear and terror when ambushing in the forests. Lord's army, so that's all my units. And an ability which makes enemies unable to move. So I'm gonna go with that one. And then I'm going to I'm just gonna very quietly slide back into ambush stance again, because he may yet like.
He may try it again. Like he got auto replaced with a generic orc war boss.
Yeah, and that gave me the money I needed to upgrade like my capital a little more. Yelling trees are cool. And also to upgrade the sculptor's cabin. So I'll get a bit more money out of this, which is good because I kind of need it. And I also stole a talisman, which gives a ward save. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Drycha has magic resistance dropping talisman, which I still think is really good for her. But Blimler's got the Crown of Command. I may switch that out for... Oh, actually, he hasn't really needed it. So I'll hold on to that for somebody else when I get them. That can't hurt, because, yeah, that... Oh, and she's... Oh, actually, she's wearing a she's already wearing the Talisman of Endurance as well. So she doesn't need a save. She must have gotten that, then, because she must have had an empty slot, because I don't know. But yeah, that actually went really well, because that could have gone so badly.
Yeah, like everybody was hyper focused on Grimgor for very good reason, because that guy is scary.
As someone and the truth is, someone pointed out on YouTube that, and I should have switched him to armor piercing, but the Tree Man is your lord beater. He's the one who actually can do the damage to the lords. And you sort of saw when the Manticore and the Tree Man got on Grimgor, the Tree Man was knocking Grimgor over a lot, which was actually really good. So thank God for him.
Right. I don't want that many. 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, I feel like this is like a temporary reprieve, and we're still going to see Grimgor.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see
if not
Grimgor again.
Grimgor, we're going to be seeing more orcs coming up here to fight. So I'm going to hopefully wipe that stack out and peace out.
Well, I mean, I just got Mannfred back, and I summoned him back at Akendorf.
Yeah.
And his stack is mostly garbage right now, but like I'm recruiting a couple of Black Knights, so yeah. I'll have some cavalry. They are 100% not hitting Akendorf next turn, which means that that pretty much the only way they've got out of this is towards you.
Yeah, he's kind of he'll probably try and do a tunnel. He'll probably just try and run away, and if you're lucky, that'll mean you'll get intercepted. Because if Bludgeon gets intercepted, he's fucking dead.
Yeah. If he gets intercepted or you get hold of him, like there's no way he's surviving that. Okay, and I'm out of money again. God bless it.
God.
I need more economy. I need more economy.
There was
freaking bad,
just so you know too, come check out the Forest of Gloom sometime, because I did like all those goblins I slaughtered there, and also the battle I had against Grimgor just now might count for something.
Oh, you mean yeah? Okay. What does it say? Forest of Gloom casualties 4,027. So yeah, that is definitely going to count for something.
Yeah, that was from all the goblins I killed earlier. I don't think that it put up a grave marker for the greenskins, but hey, you never know.
And I need to. Whoopsie daisy.
I just like that Drycha has a confirmed kill against Grim, and is now tougher as a result.
Blimblin, please, you're too much. He's exactly enough.
Bats and wolves gather.
This is like re-defeated War, basically. Look, the second he looked at Drycha and I watched her health evaporating, I was just like, yeah, she's not gonna handle this.
No.
Like I stupidly said before, she's got Wind Stealer, she'll be fine. No, she wasn't fine. She was already taking a lot of damage from being in hand-to-hand combat with the other orcs. And then it was just that started, and I was just like, oh, this is actually really bad. She's not ready for this. Maybe once I can get some more like points into some other stuff, she might be like. When I get Roots of Woe on her, maybe. Man, I really got to get Mantra of the Fallen as well. Like that'll be her next one.
Yeah, I've got like three technologies that I need right now. All of the things that power up my skeleton warriors and then make skeletons upkeep free. Like all of that is just completely required.
The other thing
right
that
now.
actually really helped me out is I was able to summon more dryads who put in more bodies. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? We are fighting this
dumb asshole.
He walked around. And it's equal, so this could go badly, but...
Oh, wow, no, you don't get Drycha. I thought you were going to get Drycha.
No, Drycha I kept in exactly the same position. I should have walked it back a little bit.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. Okay.
Fucking greenskins re.
Fucking greenskins re, man. Okay.
I mean, I'm not thankfully I've barely invested anything into this tree, so I don't mind if we lose it. But it's still just kind of baffling, isn't it?
Yeah, like I honestly feel like they're overvaluing the greenskins' chance here, simply because all of their people are coming in as reinforcements. Like we are going to obliterate all of that stuff right away.
Okay, well I'm going to give you what am I going to give you? I'll give you cavalry. Do you want? Well, I'll give you cavalry because then you can Yeah, you can micro around. Now they're ranged cavalry, so they're going to be used to harass
missile
units.
cavalry, even more fun.
Whereas I'm thinking I'm going to. Can I play all of these units? No. Okay, so this army is primarily going to want to hang back in the forests. So remember what I said about how forests are now a lot meaner. I will put these guys in a forest, and hopefully they will just be able to shoot at the orcs as they come, while hidden in the forest. Take them off skirmish mode.
I don't think they're going to be attacking, particularly since they have some doom divers. Like, I think we're gonna have to walk over to them.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I can't Vanguard with any of these
I get
guys.
Vanguard deployment on the Glade Riders, so I'm gonna try to see if no, I can't.
Yeah, because if you can just straight up like shoot those guys to death, that would be fantastic. I mean, the other option I have is I can just park all of my dudes in trees so he can't see anything. Except your guys, which is really actually like kind of stupid, but I'm going to do it and just see if it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the Glade Riders forward.
That's fine. I'm just gonna.
You need the rest of your units, and I've only got the Glade Riders this time. So that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so I've just parked the entirety of my army in trees so he can't see them with his artillery.
Okay. I'm basically gonna charge the Glade Riders forward and start shooting the Doom Divers. There's only one catapult, so I imagine it's gonna be like one, maybe two volleys.
You might want to turn off,
divers.
like, now be careful, because with skirmishing on, they're gonna keep repeatedly targeting the wrong unit, because they're gonna try and run away from you.
Right.
So just
Hold! Write them
Okay.
down!
So,
Now! Hurry!
move them out and around, and even consider just like running around and like charging them in combat, breaking them.
Swiftly!
And once you start to do that, I'm gonna like march all of my dudes out.
At speed!
A couple of
fact, I'm just-
dudes screwed off because the big boss is on a werewolf.
Right!
Okay, I'm gonna get going.
Sound the horns! Go! Hurry! Swift!
Here he comes. He's gonna.
Charge!
So see, they're turning all their entire army around now.
Yeah, the big boss is still on this big boss is still on my boys.
Yeah, the war boss is coming charging in, but I've brought my boys in to counter.
At once!
And I'm just like my regular archers are shooting at the Black Orcs just to fit
Okay.
them out.
Attack!
Skirmish mode.
Back! Very well.
The Doom Divers have shattered. Like they've abandoned their thing.
Now!
I'm now going to troll around the big boss.
It shall
And
be
here comes
done.
their chariots and everything else.
Yep.
Okay, that's a
Night
scary
Goblin War Boss is the enemy Wa commander.
Go!
Yeah.
Swift!
They've got Goblin Wolf chariots, but they're all ranged, so the thing is that I can just shoot them with arrows and be done with it. Let's just start shooting.
Keep moving, you morons.
Did their war boss? No, their war boss did not. In fact, not die. He just moved slightly back. So
Swiftly!
That Goblin Big Boss is actually a giant annoyance. He's got like a fucking sliver of health left.
Now! Athel Lauren!
Let him have it. There you go.
Quickly! Hurry! Swift!
don't shoot at those guys. Shoot at
Right!
those guys. No,
Quickly!
stop shooting at those guys. Shoot literally at those guys. No, they just won't do it.
Quickly!
Wolf Rider archers are moving to
Apparently
engage me.
it's just their position is obscured here. There's probably a hill in the way or something. Nope, they'll do it now. Just there was something closer and they decided they really wanted to shoot it instead. And this
Now!
war boss is just not wanting to die, which sucks.
Forever loyal! To war!
At least the Black Orcs are shattered.
It is done! At once!
Okay, the big boss is dead.
With haste.
Cool.
Now we've got a pissing contest with some Wolf Rider archers.
Got a pretty big army of everything, so I'm gonna try and get my Treekin on the back. Attack those guys from the rear.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win the shootout with these Wolf Rider archers. I'm gonna try to go off into the other side and start harassing things on your end.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Night Goblin War Boss would actually be the thing I would like to target, but there should if possible can I get your Glade Guard to attack the Wolf Rider archers that are bugging me here?
Huh, okay. I didn't even see them get around that backline like that.
Yeah, they've been harassing me for a while. Just convince them not to mess with me.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Swift. Now.
Oh, that Night Goblin Warboss is actually hooking around to attack my archers from the rear. That's actually, like, super annoying. Because that's gonna essentially nullify most of my archers. That's not bad. My Dryads jump him. Yeah, I feel like this is just gonna end really badly for us.
Probably. Like if we can somehow manage to take down that Night Goblin War Boss, then the rest of them will have a much worse time of it. But I don't think we can reasonably do that.
My front line is starting to break now. So.
Yep. I'm gonna try to throw a couple of volleys over at Bludget and see if I can't get a cheap kill on him, but I doubt it.
Got all my archers just sort of shooting at him now anyway, so... Back to attacking archers. Run them out. Yeah, that fucking... the Bludget's back again as well, now he's attacking my archers. And while all of their archers are completely unmolested, because their war bosses have managed to get on my back line somehow. They just sort of walked around, which was a little upsetting.
that was partially my fault. I was trying to troll them around, and I ended up leading them back to you because I was outnumbered. I was outnumbered and outgunned.
This is no big deal anyway, because like I said, like losing this stack is. This is a wood I took because I was heading with you. I can just have Drycha. I don't need to own this territory to immediately teleport Drycha home.
I'm gonna try to kill Bludget at least.
At the very least, Bludget's running off, so I'm just gonna like have my dudes shoot at him. Oh god, why did you guys get selected? You aren't supposed to be doing that.
Okay, Bludget's dead. Holy shit, he literally gibbed.
Good.
Where's that?
Night Goblin War Boss. I'm just gonna have all my archers shoot it now.
Where is he? I literally don't see him.
He's. Your riders are on him, directly on top of him. Oh no, they weren't. They're my archers are directly on top of him.
Oh yeah, okay, there he is. That's why I couldn't see him.
My Wildwood Rangers, I guess, decided to attack him too, which is really weird, but whatever. Yeah, so now they're just falling on our lines now, which is unfortunate. What the fuck is the Tree Man? Tree Man's still going strong. Tree Man's still
fuck
going.
Your
He
tree.
hasn't actually really... He's killed like 153 dudes, he's gonna die eventually, but for the moment, he's actually just holding where he is. He has no concept of, like, leadership, so they will actually have to kill him to, like, get rid of him. He will not flee. He will hold on forever. It will take them forever to kill him. But he will die. It's like inevitable, he will die. Man, my only hope is that with like the death of his army, his blah just like is gone.
Yeah, like I'm basically hoping that if we kill the war bosses, the wall will basically just be like, ah, fuck it. But we killed Grimgor, and we killed major orc war boss. Usually what happens is the game will simply spawn another random orc war boss on it. So I don't think that's going to happen. But we can bleed them out as much as possible.
Yeah.
I don't see the...
Oh no, Tree Man does have morale. He's breaking. So yeah. So it really shouldn't take long. Everyone should stop properly breaking shortly now. So I just don't think anyone's gonna be able to survive this.
It's a garrison.
Yeah, I mean the amount of damage we got done with a garrison I think is pretty impressive, but yeah, that sucks. Man, I'm annoyed because they walked straight through my ambush. Like literally, like through the.
Yeah, no, it was straight. It was like you didn't even
I'm
get
sure
a chance.
This happens from time to time, and it kind of confuses me because it's like, did it not trigger? But yeah, it was a close defeat, so we'll see what happens. We killed their commander again, and wiped out all the units in their main army. So I'm wondering if they can even take it now.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
they have like there's like
the Doom Divers I'm pretty sure are not viable anymore, and all of the other cards except maybe that one last thing of Orc Boys is down. So this is actually going to be an interesting thing.
No, he had one unit of Orc Boys left, unfortunately.
Yep,
so that means that he gets to keep existing.
Darn it,
Let's
darn it.
Let's see what he decides to do, though, because he is directly near me. Will he raise it? No! Nope.
He just pillaged it.
He just pillaged it, and then he's in March, and he's right next to Drycha.
He wants me to break trade agreement with you, and I'm telling him no.
Oh, my sweet orcish summer child, you have made the biggest mistake of your entire existence.
Yeah, like, that is gonna end incredibly poorly for him.
Why would you even do that? You should have just left it, do nothing and leave, but you used up all of your movement to get here. Yeah, he sacked it, and it was like, well, that's not a big deal, but, like, it sucks I have to, like, spend money to repair this shit. Listen here, you son of a bitch.
Asshole.
Okay, so that's good. We've finally done away with that stack. So now I'm going to teleport my army back to Yelling Trees Are Cool. So whatever happens there happens. I'm gonna have them rest up and get their health back up, and then kick off the ritual. So Mantra of the Fallen boosts Drycha up some more. Blimlin gets another level, so I'm just going to increase his armor-piercing damage. And I guess to do this, I'm gonna send you towards Zufbar. I want to see what the fuck these idiots are doing down there, because they're next on the agenda. Once I get this done, they're next on the agenda.
Well, if you want, yeah, like Zufbar have like the capital of their capital is the last thing of the Zufbar province that I need. So if we want to spank their booty, I would not be sad about that.
Yeah, I need to have 3 battles against dwarves, and the fact they declare war on me is like all the impetus I need to have like 3 battles against dwarves. But first, I gotta get this done, and that's gonna take a little bit. Can I raise any dryads at the moment? I could. I might actually, to try and make this quicker, just like merge these units together, summon another unit of those, and then. And then summon some tree. That'll do. That'll actually help me out a lot better. Aspect of the Willow. Now, no Manticore, but I can get rid of the Hawks and replace them with another unit of Hawks. So the Manticore is basically going to be the only thing that's going to take me 100 years to get a new one off. He may just have to die as a result of like me murdering everything. else? What else I can summon? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. The Manticore heals so slowly, which is very unfortunate. It would take like 7 turns for him to fully heal.
Ouch.
I'm just gonna like.
That is the nice thing about undead. Like, you know, even if they're like hanging on to their unlife by a thread, you leave them alone for 1 turn, and they're good to go.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be all powerful.
So slipping off. I'm just like, I'm like defend. Like I fully expect the orcs are gonna run in and like kill that tree, but I'm okay with that. Like.
I don't think, like my scouts don't really report any other orcs in the area.
I should have like tried to do a peace deal with them. Peace out. Oh well, I'll try that next time. They might build up their force enough. Because they like if you beat them badly enough, they go, okay, yeah, peace sounds good. Peace in our time, etc.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
F it. I need so much more economy, dude. Like my economy sucks so much balls. And like this is when I started with the generally fast starting vampire faction. My freaking economy still sucks balls.
Yeah. Some of the best ways to make money is just by fighting. Fortunately, if you're fighting and like taking stuff and consolidating on territories, then the money always usually ends up going straight into the territory you've taken. So the undead start can be a little bit slow, especially their money making. Their money making just does not get going for, initially.
I smell death.
Whereas mine does.
I mean, the alternate take on this is that I'm overplaying my hand with all of these necromancers, because like if I dismissed all of my necromancers right now, I'd have another 1,000 to turn. But I'm not. I think that's necessarily a great trade at this point. Because like particularly with what we've just seen, I need to punch up basically. Like having scouts around is just, it's so useful.
Oh, Vlad, you bum! You took Kappelberg. I wasn't even using that. It wasn't even mad towards me, so I guess it's okay. But it's just like, okay. So Drycha is ready to start the ritual. Let's start the ritual, everybody. I'm gonna perform the ritual of rebirth. So what that means is like there's gonna be like 3 pockets of enemies have appeared. I've got 2 over there and 1 there, and of course the irritating thing is that they are all fairly distant. So I'm gonna have to get over to them. So long as I touch the thing, I can have a fight. So I immediately go there and I do an ambush.
Bada bing.
So yeah, so that's good. I immediately make a little bit of money from that. And now I got to
force.
Yeah, like one force has 2 turns to go appears, and then another force that has like 3. Two forces that have 3 appear. Problem is, it's going to take me that long to get over there for the next 2. So I think one of those is like a guaranteed spawn, but like I can that. So let's get Roots of Woe up. That'll make Drycha herself a little bit stronger. And Blimmelin, of course, continues to get stronger. Give him Foe Seeker, so his vigor can keep on vigoring. And, I'm going to hold off on upgrading the Forest of Gloom with my expectation that it's going to get dog trashed. And now let me just go see how Grimgor is doing. Hey, Grimgor. Hey, no, he has absolutely no interest in peace. Okay, bye. He's just like, no, even think about it. Oh, he's not interested in the least.
Maybe each of the 3 enemy groups has a piece of the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. I'd say that would be more of a Hemry thing.
That's definitely a Hemry or a Lustria thing. It's gonna take probably another 7 turns after this for the ritual to complete. Yeah, it's like an 8-turn thing. But once I get that, I can build and interestingly enough, the provincial capital does actually get upgraded then as well, like 2 turns before that. So I'll be able to build it, and at that point I get a building which the overgrown temple of Erith Kial, which enables awakened forest attrition. So anybody who walks into my main area will take forest attrition. Makes all my armies immune to vampire attrition. I get a minus 30% penalty due to the presence or lack of corruption, which is really good considering I'm walking around my own territory with the sword imbued with Slanesh. All of my branch wraiths get +3 to their recruitment rank, and it gives a fairly large garrison to it, and allows me to unlock a few interesting units as well. Wildwood Rangers. Popping some Wildwood Rangers in my army probably wouldn't be a bad thing. They're pretty killy. But until then, I've got to make sure my forest doesn't get the shit kicked out of it. Although once I take care of like these intruders, like there's no reason to stick around, and I'll be able to slowly make my way to Susbar to like fight. I see you over there, you jerks. Being jerks.
Oh man, am I actually recruiting? It's fine, Chip. I'm just making weird noises. Come here, buddy. Come here, friend.
So when is one of you going to play as the new rats? If once we play this, we feel like continuing to play, I might play as Throt. Like my last Skaven run as Ikit, I did pretty poorly, and we never end up finishing it. But
Parley with the dead. Be gone.
Throt, maybe I'll take a look. You know, like I've actually started playing a campaign with him on Mortal Empires, and I gotta say, it's cool and all, but I've just never really been a Skaven player, which is really funny because, like, when it comes to playing Skaven, I'm probably the most Skaven player there is. But
yeah, like you're very good at fucking people off.
I mean, we could play where Cool Guy plays as Throt, and I play as, I don't know, Throg. Morgo the Shadow Gave. You know, play Beastman, trigger everyone.
And let us discuss mutually beneficial matters.
Because believe me, I'm petty enough to do that. Play as the Beastman faction that doesn't use Minotaurs.
Oh man.
The big thing about the interesting thing about the Beastman armies is because they're a Total War Warhammer 1 army, they don't have the ambush attack stance that the Skaven do. And that, and it's interesting, the Wood Elves don't have that either, and I know Loon was like, why the fuck don't they? That's so stupid. And I was like...
Because they don't need it?
Well, they get bonuses on their ambush as it is. Like, when you upgrade your ambushing skill on all the blue trees of all your commanders, it increases the missile damage done by your army in ambush. So it would kind of be broken, but at the same time, they tend to ambush you when you walk into their territory, so proactive ambushes aren't really their thing. Like the Wood Elves, they're the ones who sort of sit and wait for you to turn up, and with the defensive nature of the rituals and everything like that, that's exactly really how you should be playing it. I think you really should be playing it that way. Whereas, like, you know, you set yourself up in the enemy path. Like that's what I did. And it worked well against Grimgor. Not so well against, not so well the second time. It kind of annoyed me that apparently it just failed and they were able to walk straight through me. That was really weird, but you know, I'll live with it.
I unfortunately think I need to change targets. Basically, Sterland has gotten really uppity and has pushed Vlad out pretty hard. And the reality of the situation is that Sterling has compromised my my supply lines.
He has. They have indeed done that. You might.
So
the plan to stay out of trouble with the Empire might have.
Yeah, I think that's not going to happen. I think that's not going to happen. At least not with Sterling. Like if I'm super lucky, I can knock over Grenstadt, Schwarzhafen, and the Moot, and then just peace out. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think if I knock out those guys, they're basically just gonna be like, to the death, motherfucker.
Yeah, So I'm not going to be able to get to the Northern Army in time, but I am close enough at the very least that I'll be able to mess with this army here next turn, and then maybe move up into an ambush stance in the following turn. So again, it wants me to do an upgrade to the settlement, but I think I'm just going to leave that because, yeah, I think I'm about to get rebels in Forest of Gloom anyway, and I'm probably going to lose it. But like I said, I care. Forest of Gloom was kind of like an overextension on both our parts.
Yeah, I mean, like we were trying to do something interesting strategically, and so we both overextended pretty hard, and I just don't think it's not gonna really work.
I should have probably tried to go to Laurelorn and made friends with the Empire and things like that. Did we just
waiting
crash?
For players? We may have just
crashed.
Yeah,
we just crashed.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We'll reload real fast. Alright, kill that, and then...
Your GPU temperatures exceeded 81 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I imagine it just, that might be a crash. It's a very hot day today, and I got the door open, and I probably shouldn't.
Alright, Chipper. Come here, buddy.
So I might
Come
go
here,
trap that
friend.
door.
Come here. You've been trolling around for pets. Here you go. There you go, friend. Good boy. Friggin'. Oh wait, it's the wrong game I tried to open. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, cool. I'll just go pet Chip while I load up Total Warhammer 2 again, and I definitely clicked one of the other like 18 Total Warhammer games in my Steam library.
Yeah, it's very hot. So.
Yeah. Thank you very much, game. Multiplayer campaign, resume as host.
I've just closed the door and it's actually cooling down already in this room because there's it's really, you know, there's a wind out there and I think it's actually blowing warmer air in than cooler air. So I'm just gonna.
Game's up, buddy.
Yeah, I know. So it'll just go back to where we were before.
Lego.
Yeah, like anyone, like we've been having some pretty warm days around my neck of the woods, like 41 degrees days, which is that's pretty high, 41 degrees Celsius. Isn't it? Oh, it is summer now. We're like the 6th of December. We're in summer in Australia now. This was like 2 weeks ago. We had 2 40-degree days in a row. And I was at work, and I just felt like you get so hot on days like that. You drink a boatload of water, and you feel like you're gonna throw up because you're so full of water, but you still really just need a drink because you're fucking dying.
Usually at that point, you like I mean, particularly when I've been out. Oh, it's your turn. Particularly when I've been out hiking in that sort of situation, what I do instead is I won't drink any more water. I will splash it on my face, however.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you end up doing. You like anybody who wanted to can just go out the back and like get near a sink. Thankfully, we've got lots of sinks around where I work. Just pour some stuff on it.
Let me see here. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start building garrison. And build more economy.
I grow impatient.
All right, what are we looking at?
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Okay, so Sterland is weaker than me, so I can probably just go in despite the fact that Mannfred doesn't have 20 cards. Player War. I'm gonna go ahead and not call you in for help right now.
Yeah, I got my own problems.
What? Hand me my sword. Obliterate.
Hello! Auto resolve. I need this back. Please and thank you. Occupy. Not worth sacking it.
Bats and wolves gather. Everything dies.
Tell Hans to do something, and he just sort of goes, "Everything dies." Yeah, thanks for that.
How did he know that's what you wanted him to do? To kill everything to death.
Find me channels.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like, I mean, when you're used to 40-degree heat and you know how to, like, mitigate it, it's fine, it's not a problem. It's just my workplace's air conditioning is, like, thanks once again, COVID, but, like, it's a pretty big building, so it needs, like, a big part replacement. And production for a lot of stuff has been, like, COVID has sort of diminished that a lot, because factories have had to sort of, like, some of them have had to shut down because their workers have gotten COVID. Some have had to, like, sort of readjust how they place their workers, which has reduced production as well. And then you've got the similar problems in the distribution places and everything like that. So it just has this blow-on effect that it's taken the better part of half a year to even get to the point where we're still waiting on it. It's just like it wasn't a problem in winter. Cold is cold in Australia, like, relatively speaking. You'll never see us drop below 0, but it'll still feel cold.
It does at that. Like
I think it's like 35 degrees today, actually. So it's not a cool day. That's for sure. So it's still hot, and there's like a warm breeze being blown around. So had a really nice bit of rain last night, though. Like, rained for like 2 hours. We had like thunderstorms and everything. It was pretty cool. Hey Robokai, how is not having to deal with COVID? Oh, look, we still have to deal with COVID. I want everyone to understand that. Like, Melbourne was shut down for the better part of like nearly half a year, and the surrounds to Melbourne, and quite a large part of Victoria as well, with everyone closing borders to them, because everyone was like, he pranked you.
He coming out of nowhere. He coming out of the woodwork.
It does seem like, yeah. Like, we're still really worried because other people, the biggest problem that we will continually have is people who have absolutely no idea how to deal with personal responsibility. And what's happened now is that some guys have gotten off a plane in Sydney, and when you get off a plane from overseas, you're supposed to get into a queue that gets you taken to a hotel for 14 days quarantine. And these two fucking idiots from Germany, shout outs to Germany, decided, what if we just duck out of that queue and go hop on a connecting flight? And they did. And what a surprise.
They were infected.
Now they're scrabbling to try and find out, well, I don't think they know if these people were infected or not, just that they did that. And now they're trying to make sure that they don't. And they're hoping that they don't. And then they're trying to make sure that that everybody who was near them gets tested, just in case. Because if, or at least self-quarantines until they find out whether these people are... It's an entire shit show, because once again, people won't do what they're supposed to do. And so, as a result, we're all, like, really worried about whether or not it's going to flare up again or not, because these people just... And the worst part is they caught it to Melbourne. They caught the fucking connecting flight to Melbourne, who just had 6 months of massive quarantine. Like, it's unbelievable how much they've had to deal with, that these fucking idiots keep ruining for everybody. It's just baffling. Okay, so now let's go have Drycha get ready. She won't be able to prevent this other mob from spawning, but she will be able to sort of get close and prank them. And she did level up again. So let's... natural order. I won't do that one. What I might do is I might go get open branches, and then next time she levels up she can get lightning strike, which will help me against the dwarves. Yeah, like... Like it is better than what America has had to go through. I will admit. Like I'm gonna get rid of this Manticore. By the way, I'm gonna replace it. I can't get another Manticore, but I can get something better. I've got a regiment of renown of Zoats, so we're gonna chuck them in. The Wood Elves' answer to Dragon Ogres are healing spell casting healing spell casting giant centaur dudes that can run through the trees. So they'll be.
There wasn't a word of that I didn't like.
Yeah, so they'll be handy to have around. They'll keep everyone up. So that's that. So to do this, much to do this about nothing. Can you even do anything? Block an army. You can damage walls. Guess. I'll just have her annoy the dwarves for the moment. See if I can't get some levels off of doing it. That'll block army bonus. Cool. Yeah, so next turn there will be a rebellion at my at the other tree, at the Forest of Gloom. I'm just gonna let that happen. I'm gonna let them take it. I don't really care. If they may just attack because there's no walls and lose to the garrison.
That would be hysterical.
Because sometimes they just do that, and that would be fine by me. But yeah.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Yeah. Like.
Yes,
I was watching Tomato Gaming streaming, like a replay of an old stream, and someone in his chat told them they were making too big of a deal about COVID, and he told the person to fuck off and not come back.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you need to do there.
And I was just like, thank you. That's my general stance too.
I mean,
if you genuinely won't take personal responsibility in this, you're only going to make it worse for everyone.
Yeah, there's no reason to have blind panic like a lot of folks seem to appreciate for some unholy reason. By the same token, like making light, oh, it's not that big a deal. It's just the flu. People are fucking dying. Like, what's wrong with you? Just do some basic fucking things. This is not difficult.
The sad thing is a lot of the stuff that helps prevent the spread of any coronavirus is give people personal space. Don't be touching them all the time. Cover your mouth. Wash your fucking hands. Basic concepts that you should have really been doing all the time that you probably didn't because you didn't have time, or you didn't care, or you didn't think you had an opportunity to do it. And it's just like, that's just it. That's just it. These are easy behavioral adjustments. Like, honestly, I'm gonna say it now. Getting sick, if you feel sick, if I have the flu or something, we really should do what most people do in Japan or other countries of that region. Wear a fucking mask.
Yeah, like
wearing a mask is to stop you spreading it to other people.
Yeah, like, I've never quite understood why there's so much damn resistance. Just be like, yo, I might have some germs. Let me keep them to myself. That's not even just basic hygiene. It's basic fucking respect.
My work has given us some masks. So now if I ever feel sick and sniffly and sneezy and stuff, like even when the vaccine's out for everything like that, I'm gonna use it. It's got branding on it, so it's proper work uniform. So they can't complain when I wear it. I can't go, oh look, the pandemic's over. You can't. I'll just say, hey look, I don't want to give everybody else what I got, but I still want to turn up to work because I can come up to work, not too sick, but I don't want to give everybody else what I've got. So here we go.
Yeah. Not complicated.
And I mean, like, I've been wearing a mask at work, and you'll see a couple of people give you sort of a weird look, and they go, oh, is it still like I would have thought you'd have taken the mask off by now, and I'm like, I probably could at the moment, but it just seems to be like every other day somebody does something wrong and we all get a little worried, and you just don't know how far this thing can go.
Settlement besieged Akendorf.
My mom made me some.
Fuck's sake.
My mum made me some nice masks as well, so I got me some masks. It's nice.
The orcs have decided to go siege Akendorf.
Yeah, I think we're in trouble.
I mean, no, not really. Like they're doing it with How many cards is that? 7 cards. 7 cards versus the defenders is 8.
That's interesting.
I mean,
And
like,
yeah, it looks like.
oh, I see it. Like I think the overall the overall argument there is to just basically try to cause the area to rebel. Like it's not even necessarily to take it; it's just to cause disruption long enough for a rebellion to occur.
Okay, so there's the enemy, Magnus Hulls. I'm just gonna move relatively close to him and slip into an ambush stance and hope he walks into it. that's my plan.
That'll be it.
I've got a feeling he's gonna head off to Barkenhof, as we all remember I renamed it to. And to do this. I might actually just not have her do anything this turn. It's just gonna cost me money. I can do my next bit of research. So let's go with
Of the dead.
charge bonus for Zoids, Treeman, and Forest Dragon units, and a +5% speed boost for the whole army. Or actually, I might do this one because this will boost all missile unit strength by +10%, which even my army has 2 bows in it. So that's not a bad thing to do. So there we go.
Okay, armor for skeleton warriors and skeleton spearmen. That's fantastic. Now, the really big one. Minus 100% upkeep for skeleton warriors and skeleton spearmen. Jesus Christ, I need this so bad.
An intriguing play.
Keep in mind, I've seen a guy in my area wearing the coronavirus, like COVID-19 isn't real. Do not comply. Fight for your freedom, and it's just like I wonder
to do what? Be a complete fucking idiot?
Well, the thing is apparently he sells those shirts and badges and stuff like that. So there are a lot of people out there who are also just selling stuff related to this.
Just taking Fort Obersteier back.
You know, just a lot of really dumb people trying to make money off of like fear and misery and confusion, and yeah, it's like I've never exchanged a word with them, and if I did, it would probably be very terse because it's just like you're pushing a barrow.
That's the sort of thing that if you could prove, that should probably be a fucking hanging crime. Like seriously.
Everything dies.
All right.
I always love the conspiracies people believe versus the conspiracies they don't believe, though. It's always one of my favorite things. It's like people will go so hard in on things that we like eminently provable, like they think the world is flat, and by the fact that if you do an experiment correctly, you can very easily prove that it's round.
I mean,
like all the information we have, and these people will just like they will use the most cheap mealy mouthed effects to try and prove that no, like all this hard science and stuff, it's a conspiracy, guys. And then, but they will hear something else, like, and they will just instantly believe it. Like, and it's like, what?
I mean, that the shitty thing is
With
that actually preys upon a known bug in human reasoning for that has legitimately evolved from our roots as hunter-gatherers, because basically when you're talking about knowing something that the rest of the group, the tribe, the whatever doesn't know, in the context of that sort of thing, you're talking about knowing some sort of economic trick, some sort of food source, something that everybody thinks is untrue. If it is instead true, and you can benefit from it, that determines not just your standing in the group, but also your sexual rewards. So like that has absolutely been a thing in terms of the evolution of reasoning. Is that if you know something that everybody that is actually true, but everybody else thinks is false, that gives you a primal charge. And crap like flat earthers and everybody else, they basically prey on that. They basically prey on the idea that if they say that stuff loud enough and they say it often enough, then they can basically reach into to that part of the human brain and just get more followers preying on that bug. And it's absolutely atrocious from my perspective. Like, every time I see somebody doing it using exactly the same sorts of I'm just asking questions sort of arguments that you hear about, and like I know exactly what you're doing. I can literally prove what you're doing with regard to the specific appeals you're making, and I can show an established psychological theory why what you're doing is effective, even though it is not actually correct. And you're still just doing it. Why? Because you want to feel right? Because you want to make money? Like it doesn't fucking matter. None of these things are good reasons to screw around with people. Like, shut the fuck up. You're objectively a terrible human being.
Terrible. All right. Let's see if my 90% ambush trick pays off, because this guy's army is actually kind of mean looking. I could do without, like, the 100 dudes on horses with guns. I could do without all the,
Wah Grimgor for Castle Drakenhof.
Oh, wow, you really upset him, huh?
I really pissed him off.
Why is he already getting another war off?
That's a good question.
Huh? That makes no sense.
Yeah, no, he's not happy with me.
Oh, well.
Oh, buddy. Alright, well, that's the end of the Empire there.
Yeah, the guys trying to de-ritualize my trees. Got a bit of extra money out of that. Okay, and those that rebel force is building up its forces to come and slap me. So unfortunately, that's fine. You know, Forest of Gloom is what it is. I've got
to rotate back towards Akendorf. Because like even if I lose it right here, that's gonna be where I need to make my stand against Grimgor.
Yeah,
he
feel
has
free to
come up through there.
Yeah, feel free to slap those rebels in my territory too if you want.
If I get the chance, I 100% will. I don't think I'm going to get the chance.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, wow, War on Castle Draken. That's so wild.
Wah on Castle Drakenhof.
It's wild he managed to get another one off so fast.
AI cheating.txt.
Definitely feels like it.
Okay, how do I want to handle this? You retook the moot. Schwarzhofen is unoccupied. I need Schwarzhofen. I can't screw around with that.
Fair warning, there's a force of dwarves from Zufbar. They're on the march. I'm not sure where they're intending on going, and they're taking attrition right now. But they're lurking around towards Grimgor. I am on my way down there with my force to take care of it, because my threats are done. Like, the ritual now has nobody getting in its way.
Good.
So,
well, yeah, they are probably going to attack Cragmere. And
I tried to block them and it didn't work. That would have prevented them from doing anything because they wouldn't have been able to get to it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go for Cragmere. Like, that's the only tactical move that makes sense. And they can totally do it because my growth and economy is so bad that God, total dark magic. No. Give me more vampiric corruption.
So Drycha will go and slap some dwarves. And if they take it, that just gives me another anti-dwarf battle to have, and I can slap those dwarves, I can raise it so you can just, like, throw some dudes in and take it back over again.
Okay, well, I can't get to Schwarzhofen this turn with either force, unless I force march, which is useless because that won't let me establish a base here anyway. So,
Vlad might get there instead and do it.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. Like, I don't want Vlad to just swoop down there and take it, because if I take it, then the what's the word I'm looking for? Province border between Schwarzhofen and Grenstadt is no longer a giant brick wall for me.
Yeah.
Right now, it completely is. It's a giant problem. What do we got? We've got some Black Knights. That's okay. We need some more Crypt Ghouls. That's true. And beyond that, I guess we need more Skeleton Warriors. We should just fill out the cards with that.
What?
Because my entire plan has been, I need to get Durthu, because if I can federate with Durthu, then I can move Durthu down to Kingsglade and raid it. And when I do that, I will get a magical item and Kodal. And apparently, like it's kind of weird because, and this similar sort of thing happened with Imric. Some of the quests get shortened multiplayer, a lot less steps. So for Imric, I only had to move one place, and then I was able to immediately just like open up on a fight. So and for Drycha, I'm not even. It looks like I don't even have to do the fight. I'm just gonna get like there were like previously it was like 2 fights that you could do, and in this particular case, it looks like I'm just skipping straight to getting both of them once I do this.
That'd be nice.
But that's fine, because getting Kodal will just that will massively turbo energize Drycha.
Or economy.
Plus, I'll be able to get a really nice item, which will. It's really nice because, while she's wearing it, any attack she does lowers magic resistance, and that's kind of nice. Because I've already got a thing on her which removes magic resistance.
There they go.
So I'll be replacing it with
attacking
another one that
Akendor.
does it.
Fuck me. That's so annoying.
Yeah, it looks like he got a wall.
Yeah, he got a Wa army that did the job. He just fucking raised it.
Greetings. Thou stand before the rightful
The greenskins is just so rude.
Trade agreement. Yes. Let's do that, Vlad.
Yeah. And
He took
Schwarzhofen.
God bless it. He took Schwarzhofen.
It is his capital.
It is his capital. I know, but damn it. Oh well, whatever. There's Zufbar, exactly like we thought.
Yeah. Let's see if he conquers it. Because if he conquers it, like I said,
He's probably gonna conquer it. Yep.
Yeah.
I
so
would in his position. So you're gonna want to take care of that then?
I'm gonna head for it. Yeah.
Okay. Well then I'm gonna keep moving Hans down south, and I'm gonna. Shit, there's 2 of the fuckers now.
Ready.
That's way too target-rich of an environment to move in with only 1 stack. Because they've basically got 2.5 stacks with their current WA forces.
Yeah. They ain't messing around.
They are not.
Meanwhile, the rebel stack continues to get big and mean.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do about that one, buddy.
I could have they would have attacked before I even finished upgrading the glade. So, I don't really have enough of a force to properly defend it. That's okay. It happens sometimes.
It's happening a fair bit to me this round.
Yeah. I mean, we were never going to have an easy time.
No.
We're in an area full of very aggressive people that don't like us, that we also aggress against.
Yes.
I'm lucky enough that I'm able to just sort of leap back to a major structure and just sort of reap the benefits from that.
Alright.
I wonder...
Vlad needs, or not Vlad, Mannfred needs to back
Night
off.
march.
There we go. And then he's going to adopt ambush stance. Just in case somebody has the stupid idea of trying to walk up towards Grenstadt.
I will not betray you.
Well, let's go ahead
Raze it to the
and
ground. Recuse it.
failure. Oh well. Settlement upgrade available. First ire. That's fine. I love the rant. Like I'm just scrolling down, looking at everything, and there's just the random fucking shouting.
It's just everyone's having a big old yell about everything. Let's see if the dwarves do anything. Zufbar now have like a full prop. Yep. So
Yeah, I saw it coming.
the rebels got beaten to it. It's gotten attacked by 4 guys instead.
He's probably just gonna sack it or something again. No, he raised it.
Burned it down, and because there's no the rebels have just left now.
Fuck him.
So the forest of gloom will stay at 77, though I'm pretty sure. So when I go back, I can just pick up where I left off.
Oh yes, yes.
So that's nice.
You know, I'm almost curious we could actually... Nah, fuck it. I don't care about this stupid area. Like, that was literally just a place I went and took because it was free.
Yeah, like playing by myself, I realized one of the trickiest things about Drycha is just trying to like avoid all the insanity.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
So
Oh,
yeah,
right, it's your turn.
So that's good. That'll boost general safety in the area. Castle Drakenhof. Hi. Limlin gets another level. Just gonna improve his sweet HP. And
If you care about Cragmere, you can keep it after you grab it. But if you don't, I'll take it back.
I will probably just raise it.
Okay. That's also fine.
Or what I might do is I might take it so that I can replenish my forces easier using a structure that replenishes my forces, and then use it to launch an attack on Zufbar and Grom Peak, or however long it takes me to like kill enough dwarves to sate Durthu, at which point I can abandon those things for you.
Sure.
Or wipe out the dwarves and abandon those things for you, depending on how long it takes. So we still got another turns. That does that cost me 5,000? So I don't want to spend that money yet. I'll just do that for now.
Fuck you, Ruslan.
Impress me.
You can multiplayer. So Ice Claws just asked, can you multiplayer being part of the same raider faction? You can multiplayer as the same race. You can't be like if you choose one person chooses Karl Franz, the other person can't be Volkmar, because they're part of the same immediate force. And so like you would have to, but one person could be Karl and the other person could be Gelt. I'm not sure how that would play out though, since the mechanics I mean, like for multiplayer, you don't have to actually like win the whole setting the same way you would in single player. So you would still both, I think, get the tool set for your Imperial provinces and the electoral count system and everything.
You
like
do.
that.
We'd play it like,
but it would feel not as effective if two people played. If it was like one person played as like Marcus, off in the distance, getting like stuff from the Empire, and not being a part of that, then I guess that would be a thing. I guess maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it's the focal problem with playing as the same faction, is that anytime you do that, you are inevitably going to end up with a situation where you are getting in each other's way, you know, and like even factions where you don't think that would be a thing, like orcs. Like if one of you were to play Wurzag and another were to play Grimgor, you both can't have a WA going on at the same time, and there's a giant fucking cooldown on it. So like Like if Warzag calls a Wa and wants to go for Karazakarik or something like that, but Grimgor needs to go for Hemry or something like that, then both of you can't have what you want. You know, you're just going to get screwed up. I really don't feel comfortable not having garrison buildings for this long.
It is night.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Then again, my army doesn't have garrison buildings like that give walls. I just have
like even ones that just increase the number of cards in a settlement. Like I just feel like I'm hanging my ass in the wind.
This way.
Damaged building, really? Do I care? No, I don't care. Next turn, I finally have the skeleton thing that I need. I fully expect to see my income like go up by 1.5 times. There you go.
It's coming in hot.
Yeah, bunch of stacks coming in super hot. I think we can do this though because I kept Hans and Mannfred together. So basically, the way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna give you the entirety of Hans's stack, and then Mannfred is gonna come in as reinforcements, and then I'll deal with him.
Sounds good.
My name is Hans Skellen because I'm making skeletons. I don't.
I mean, there's so many puns that almost work with this guy.
You might say I'm a real hands-on leader. Blah.
Blackfire Pass. Oh boy.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna select the whole lot and just hand them over to me.
Yeah, no, like all of those are yours.
Okay, well, I guess I better set my battle line up then. So you're gonna
If I do literally anything different, it's going to be a colossal nightmare for when the other army comes on.
Yeah.
Now the good news is that all of this is going to be relatively low quality orc units, and we do have a fair number of cavalry and dogs.
Yeah. Very good. And monstrous units.
And monstrous units, right? So we should be okay in terms of controlling their morale, but it's still basically gonna come down to hero versus hero combat. So abusing their war bosses and abusing their heroes are going to be the orders of the day here. Vorgoz Bone Crusher sounds like a rapper name. Vorgoz does, at least.
I'm almost ready. I'm just making groups now.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready.
Let's hit it.
I'm gonna make these assholes come down a hill at me. Fuck it. They're gonna come down at full
Wow, they
speed.
actually are coming down at you.
Yeah. Which is wild considering how few there are of them.
Right? You know, like it makes no sense. They definitely should have just held for reinforcements.
I guess they realize they can't really do it because it's gonna end so badly for them if they do. And their boar boys are just gonna run straight into Black Knights. Like that's just gonna end so badly.
That's gonna end extremely poorly for them.
Hey, come back, guys! Spirit Leech. Don't you want to be the commander? Oh, that is really stupid. He has just like run straight into my crossbows.
Cool.
What are you doing? Just gonna solo run in. Okay.
What a moron!
Keep in mind, he's still being shot by crossbows. Get him, Hans. Show him who's the boss of this gym. Yeah, that's right. You better run. You better start running at full speed.
He ended up killing, like, God, what a moron. Okay.
And he's dead.
Screw that idiot.
Now I'll pull my cavalry back because otherwise they get in trouble. Man, I hate that this is a thing. So pull back to my own forces.
Yeah, their WA units are spreading out quite a bit.
Yeah. Pull my dogs back because they'll do something there. Trolls there. It's fine.
My will.
Such a big wide battlefield.
Hey, where's Mannfred? Some zombies into the middle of them.
So a lot of their boss units are leaping in on us, so I'm gonna send in the crypt boys. Ah, good. Did I? Yeah, I guess I did. Just trying to send some more boys
Oh
around that
god,
flank. Doesn't work
Black
out too
Knight's
well.
not very good. Back off, back off.
Oh, that's not good. Luckily for me, I got a counter to that. It's like they just charged my force in the rear.
Them in. Skeleton warriors in.
Hearken to my will.
Anybody that isn't in combat, I wonder. No, everyone's in combat, that's good. Oh, she's good. Okay.
That was some dogs. Not the end of the world.
Oh
Not
yeah,
fantastic,
I
but not the end of the
I
world.
lost a unit of dogs as well. I'm not
Yep.
really worried at all. Black Knights are just wiping out some.
The big problem here is that they bottled up my knights by handling by going all the way to the side of the battlefield. So I'm currently trying to crack some goblins so I can get back and start wreaking havoc on their archers. I literally can't even get back there right now. Just freaking cycle charging. Nope. Can't do that. You guys stay in. Oh, my crypt ghouls.
Oh yeah, they're still in combat and having fun. That's good.
I am the greatest.
What are the dogs doing? They got jumped. Okay. They're out of it. That's fine. As soon as these fucking orc boys flee from the battlefield already. trying to run, but they're just kind of holding. There's a huge mess of like weak boys up there. I'm gonna send my knights on them. Fuck it.
Yeah, I've almost broken through on my side, but I don't know if it's I'm too late at this point. The Black Knights have just gotten so torn up by being attacked by missile units for so long.
Well, the good news is I'm basically folding my line.
Good,
on your
great,
line now.
best news I've heard this battle.
You might say I've got the upper hands. This boy.
Yup, holy crap! Yeah, you just folded the center.
Eh?
Going after the Great Shaman with Mannfred. Necromancer needs to reach the Black Knights. Where are my dogs? Okay, they're engaged, they're winning decisively. Okay, fine, whatever.
Magic.
There's like a lot of their line is just fleeing from my troops now, so
Yep.
I'm like, sort of
Yeah,
trying
that's
to get
a general retreat.
It's like before when I was asking her if any of my dudes in combat, it's just kind of like, nah. Fucking. Those guys were all like proper broke.
We still got holdouts here on the right, but you know, at this point, I feel like we can probably handle them.
Yeah, they're all like wholesale just cracking now. Yeah, pretty much the entire center's gone. They're fleeing.
Yep. That's army losses. They're gone. We're not going to be able to wipe them out, so I'm just going to go ahead and end the battle right here.
Yeah, no worries. Perfect guy, please do us a favor and never change. I was getting a little Hansy there. Yeah, Hans did alright. He got himself 55 kills. Not bad considering I was not casting anything so that you could like hog all the magic.
Yeah, I needed it. I appreciate that.
I casted the Spirit Leech once for that entire battle, and then I just left it.
Dominate captives. Get me closer to my legendary lord.
Yeah, so there we go. Hans has done his job. Oh, that's Grimgor in there. Just
And
so you know,
Ockendorf?
that's Grimgor and Ockendorf.
Fuck. I really don't want to try to attack that hard point. I really don't want to do that.
Can you ambush? You can't, can you?
I can. It didn't work that time for whatever reason.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like probably like I definitely need to go forward and wipe out those other two stacks. Like they cannot be allowed to come back.
I wonder if I can give these dwarves some problems. I can give these dwarves some problems. It's interesting because I didn't even set my dudes to like armor piercing or anything. So I'm gonna occupy that hearthland. Because that is actually a hearthland. I'd forgotten that. I don't own the tree, but I've got a hearthland now.
Cool.
So I may actually hold on to that one, but we'll see.
I mean, if you need Karag Dromar is a thing. Like, I'm happy to just give that to you.
I mean, remember, I own it anyway, because like you own it, so it's just.
I mean,
like
don't you? Do you have commandment things and whatever?
No, Wood Elves do not have commandments at all.
Okay.
And is the ritual got one more turn? Okay, ritual has one more turn.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Just one
Darkness
more turn.
comes.
Licking tree.
Ready.
Go. Oh, I stole the Trickster Helm from the enemy as well. That's nice. I did notice that they had that, and I was like, I hope I steal that Trickster Helm. And I'll give it to Blimlin, so he gets a little tougher. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I say, pointing a bow at Blimlin and narrowing my eyes.
You do appreciate it, don't you? Don't you?
Don't you?
No happening.
So yeah, so that's 1 out of 3 dwarf battles I needed.
So interestingly, yeah, Ockendorf is still a ruined dwarf hold. So if I push hard and make it there literally next turn, Grimgor won't have any walls or anything. It'll just be a field battle.
I love it's called a ruined dwarf hold when it's the Border Prince's place.
I mean, it's the orcs are the ones inhabiting it right now, so I imagine that's the reason why.
Yeah, probably. So let's go with Hoth, Lord of Wisdom. Get some rank ups for my dudes. All right, yeah. So Drycha's army will be back at full health in another turn or two, and then I'll take Zufbar, and then Zufbar will regret everything. So they don't have much of a force themselves. Okay. All right. So let's just be interesting to see what happens at Yelling Trees are cool.
Black Mountains. Oh.
I could upgrade the garrison one more time. Oh well. I might actually not do that and instead I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I'll probably be able to
That
upgrade.
shitty place is gonna rebel. I don't care.
And wolves gather.
How could you?
Alright.
The true von Carstein.
Let's walk 2 feet
March.
over here and then see once what the Raised Dead looks like. The Raised Dead is not much better. It is unfortunate.
I suppose when I say, oh, you know, my dudes don't have a whole lot of armor penetration, I forgot. My trees don't have a lot of armor penetration. I'm pretty sure my Deepwood Scouts have got alright armor penetration, but like my Wolf Spiders and Hawks have got lots of it. So it's like, oh yeah. And the Zotes actually also have armor piercing by default. So I've actually got a lot of armor piercing in this army. It's just on the things that you don't expect to have lots of armor piercing on.
Okay.
Fucking
that.
I mean,
You dare.
I will say this: there is one army that like the dwarves hate, and it's Wurzag's army. Once he gets his his full upgrade, that reduces the enemy army's magic resistance to like minus 100% or to 0. Like it basically robs the dwarves of all of their fucking magic resistance, and so they take the same magical damage as like pretty much anybody, and like any other things you have on top of it that reduce it from there just make it even worse. It's just like, yeah, this is your life now. You're actually taking damage from orc magic as it dances.
Move.
Okay.
Unleash undeath.
Cool.
Nice.
That's step 1. Dominate captives. Keep doing that. That clears the way to Ockendorf. There's actually nothing else in the way. Regiments of Renown unlocked.
Just can't recruit not your own territory.
I'm like kind of curious as to what it even really was, but whatever. Okay, so this is going to be a field battle against basically 1.5 units of orcs versus 2 units of vampires, and the heroes involved are Grimgor, Hans, and a couple of rando dudes. So I don't know. I'm still giving the hero edge to fucking Grimgor, man.
It's fine. If we all just throw Spirit Leech at him.
Yeah, like I think that's basically what it has to be.
We can probably try and tie him up with the Graveguard, though he'll likely smash his way through it. But like, let's Let's just, see what we do.
Hand me my sword.
We might,
Gosh, like it. Oh, hold on. Can I do?
You did lightning strike?
Yes, I have lightning strike, and that denies him his Wa army.
Which is fucking ridiculous.
Oh.
Because it shouldn't work like that, but it does.
Yeah,
Lightning strike will always make the Wa not able to fight. It's just another quirk they can't actually get rid of.
like it's weird because lightning strike also means that that I can't use Hans,
Yeah.
which actually supposedly it lowers my chances a little bit. But if we back off, or if we just do encircle, we change some cards around. Hang on. We're gonna give...
Yeah, like, consolidate some of your skeletons into, like, full healthy units and just, like, disband the other ones and raise dead and all that other stuff. And just give yourself, like, a full army.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
full of healthy boys. Like, especially
I'm just gonna move out some of the zombies and give the Grave Guard and the good skeletons to Mannfred. And then
you're just gonna perform a hands off.
Yeah, we're gonna do a hands off. Like, I don't see an issue here. Nope, not them. The Crypt Horrors. And then give me the Sylvanian Crossbowmen too. There we go.
The scent of death is strong. You dare. Soon I'll be all-powerful. Darkness comes.
Yes, thank you, Hans. No. Mannfred, thank you. Okay. Now then, Lightning Strike. That looks a lot better. It still basically has us at magic resistance. Okay, that doesn't really matter. It still basically has us at even, but like I effing disagree. I strongly disagree at this point. So let's go ahead and fight that battle.
God, he got himself some hilarious backup there.
Yeah, like he's like the Squig Riders are kind of cool. That was part of the reason why I brought the Sylvanian Crossbowmen. Like they're not going to be a match, but at the very least I can say no, and I can boot their snoot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not like pump wagons of all fucking things.
You take all of the micro heavy bullshit. Oh, hang on. There's one micro heavy thing that I forgot to give you. There you go.
Okay.
You get number 1, number 2, 3. Okay.
Time for the monster truck.
I should probably actually. Oops. You guys actually need to be number 3. You cats need to be...
It's so wild Grimgor is turning up with like this kind of a piffly army. But this is like lightning strike. Yeah, we managed to get it before his camps could realize that we were coming. That's our lightning strike. And because he hasn't actually built up his home base, there is no home base.
Mm-hmm.
There's no garrison.
There's no garrison, nothing.
You can't garrison troops in a building that doesn't exist. I say it's on the side of my head, drawing blood. So just keep doing it over and over again.
Okay, Grave Guard with great weapons, and then Grave Guard with sword and cord over here on the left. That's the right. Never mind. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Born ready.
Roll.
All right, feels good. He's definitely not sure what to do with himself at this point.
Yeah.
He has no reinforcements. He has all of his troops are like pretty wounded except for the Squig Hoppers.
With haste.
And himself.
Yeah, he's healthy, which is unfortunate, but we've got Spirit Leech to attend to that. Sending in the bone boys to get them stuck in.
My cure is dead. Now! Moving now!
I'm slowly encircling him. He's just got his dudes just parked waiting for trouble.
Yeah, like he like the AI kind of knows it's doomed here.
Wagons circled. Doom approaching.
Bone boys are moving in.
I'm pretty much waiting for the bone boys to hit before I start hitting.
Yep.
Okay, Snotling Pump Wagons decided to wheel away from the rest, so definitely what I'll go for first.
I serve me.
So with their
Those
shitty
squig
leadership,
hoppers
they'll-
in the
they'll-
in the centers made quite an impression.
Yeah. Really? They're just like half their backline is folding towards trying to like take out my knights. That's kind of a really bad move on their part. Okay, put your boys there. I'm gonna. Actually, they're just trying to swerve it now.
Centers already collapsed for the most part. Not surprising.
Yeah.
Try to get the Great Weapon Graveguard in on Grimgor.
Empower me. Bring that.
Okay. Grimgor is losing morale quick.
Yeah. He ain't got quite the boys he thought he had. And the trolls are fleeing. Squig hoppers are fleeing. They melt.
My comrades!
Slamming these outlying boys from the back end with all of my many boys and stuff. So
Wow, he popped Wad, and there's still only like 2 guys left in combat.
can all be winners, but we can try.
Mannfred von Carstein. Witness true power.
Yeah, keep screwing him up back there. I got a feeling Grimgor's only gonna break when army losses kick in.
My dominion over all.
Well, his boys is cracking, so I'm gonna send some like he's still got archers tooting around up there, so I'm gonna take care of them with my boys. Yep. The
There.
Knights
Okay.
are-
Grimgor shattered. We're gonna keep going to finish him off. Pretty
Well,
important.
he's in a settlement, so he will die completely.
Oh, you're right. He can't retreat. Okay, cool. Never mind. Screw him. Lightning Strike carries the day.
That's some good cheese.
Some very good cheese.
It's not often you see a vampire army only lose under 300.
Yeah,
Even
getting
against Grimgor.
getting a decisive victory as a vampire army is pretty rare in and of itself.
Only possible when fighting an incredibly wounded enemy.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But we'll take it. 'Cause
I am
Grimgor
happy
is-
to take it, particularly if it means blunting the current Wa.
Yeah. Because the unit...
Mine.
The war only builds on stacks that are there at the time. You build an army
Mhm.
afterwards, they do not get the war. So even if Grimgor comes back, his stacks aren't going to be able to handle it. So I just need to get 3 more fights against the dwarves, and I can get Drycha and then get Kodal. I'd like to play on until we do that, if that's okay. I did say we were going to do it.
Do what now? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I was just saying I'd like to play on until I get Codal.
Oh yeah, sure. Like I'm feeling pretty good right now. So I've still got plenty of juice left in me.
Well, what happens, Shaykun, is if you're in a settlement and you lose a combat, your army gets wiped out. So Grimgor's back on the injured list again.
Yep.
He'll probably recover fairly quickly and take over another stack that's in existence. But his faction's still out there. His faction is still quite active. He's not actually holding as much of the Badland as it seemed, but he does still have quite a bit of territory. It'd be interesting to see if he's actually fighting any other conflicts. Because his War is aiming for Castle Drakenhof, which
right,
is like...
you know, so like basically until that Wa properly ends, I need to keep Mannfred here in Akendorf because they cannot make it to Castle Drakenhof without going through Akendorf.
Bats and wolves gather.
Yeah, because even even traveling through the mountains with the underway would still take them a lot of time, whereas like they could just charge straight up the middle here. Like the easiest path for them even using the underway, honestly, is via Akendorf as well. They can use Akendorf's territory to then clear over Karakdramar and just keep like hopping over there. But whereas if they tried to do it through the other regions, they'd run afoul of the dwarves and stuff who they're also at war with. Kind of pissed at me for beating up on
More mausoleums to defile. The
beating up on
Right,
some,
let's get some scouting done because like I need to at least take Matorka, and it looks like Hans can handle that on his own.
Move us.
Fingers crossed. On my Hans.
Hans over my heart. Oh right, regiments of renown. What do we got here? So the Dire Pack Wolves. What do we need to do here? Oh, I'm unlocking them because I'm getting Lords of the required rank. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes.
Okay. Well,
I like there's like a basement faction that's kind of moved into the area. That they haven't actually like taken up a stance yet, so they're currently just being murdered by vampire attrition.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, I don't. They've got 11 cards, so I don't think they're going to try to start anything. But I'm trying to build garrison buildings in Waldenhof and Eschen just to be sure.
More mausoleums to defile.
All right, let's get some more scouting. Ooh, some shit has gone down over here at the Badlands.
Yeah. So it looks like there's a few burned down places, but I don't know if they're burned down because they've been burned down or if they've been burned down because there's Skaven in them.
I'm thinking it's the former, just because the dwarves and them have been just screwing around back and forth forever. All right, we're gonna do Blood is Power. And nope, still don't care about that. Minute Rebellion, and that's why I don't care about that. There is going to be a rebellion over there. They're going to burn Bongol Barak or whatever to the ground, and I don't care. Oh man, I gotta look at the power distribution on Grimgor's Ardboys, and like they've got nothing. They have literally freaking nothing right now.
Oh look who wants peace. No.
You
Sorry,
done
dude.
stepped in it now.
I gotta have 3 battles against dwarves. When I have 3 battles against dwarves, afterwards I'll let you go. Okay, so just leave.
Yeah, yawn. These are just greenskin rebels.
Yeah, so they'll take that and then. Or will they? I don't know.
I think they're either going to. Oh, they took it.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
So
whatever.
there we are. The ritual of rebirth has concluded. I get a bit of money out of that. Get a lot of growth. Cool down on my deep roots and things like that for a little bit. That's all good, but most importantly of all, I can now construct my building which will make me immune to vampire attrition at long last.
That's pretty important.
Just upgrade my garrison as well while I'm at it. So that'll be good, because it also does give me like a larger garrison as well. But yes, like in general, my tree is going to be a lot better now. So that's grand. Now, yeah, these guys have made a very long series of critical mistakes. They've deployed a new army to sort of get them going, which is fun by me. Yep, feel free to flee away. It won't save you. I'm coming for you. Now to take Zufbar. Zufbar, of course, is a lot stronger than it looks. I'm going to take a turn or two to just build some stuff up. And I'm just going to see if building a few things tilts it a bit further in my favor. Can I? No, I can't. Can I? I should have attacked the walls before I did that. Well, let's just block the army so that they can't like try and reinforce or get far away. Oh, I failed.
Womp womp.
Oh, I missed. Okay. And that is that. What are we doing with everything else? That's fine. Okay. And 10. Because I think the walls are probably the thing that's keeping the dwarves safe in this regard. Because I don't think Zilfbar has much of a garrison. Well, they don't. I know they don't have much of one.
Curious. Yeah, it's not much of
it's
one.
It's made up entirely of like mostly tier 2, tier 0 and tier 1 and like a few tier 2 units. Like I consider mine as tier 0.
I mean, they basically are.
They're basically buildable by having like the first level of settlement building, and they die pretty much on every auto resolve.
Bring it all.
Oh, I didn't change my research to an amber research. I'll have to do that. Man, and that's gonna be. I've got so many hard choices on that one too. You could get one that basically just nullifies fire damage on all of my tree spirits, which would be pretty funny. Well, not nullify, but like sets back to the same amount everybody else gets.
That will stop.
Probably might just go with the. Is what just gives me +10 diplomatic relations with all factions. Might just go with Wisdom of the Pine though, because that'll give me -15% upkeep for all my Dryad, Treekin, and Treevan units. Which is like a significant bonus on top of like upkeep things I've already got.
Arkvar, Varenka Hills. Arkvar.
I could also just give all my
there
tree
it is.
units poison, which would be pretty fun.
It is night.
Tough decision.
Yeah.
This basically what I'm hemming and hawing about is
Darkness come.
Oh, I could he make it to Barak Var this round? I think he can.
Bring war. Destruction.
Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. Need to build a battering ram. Seriously, it's gonna take like 2-3 turns? Fuck me.
Destroy them.
Alright, well, I'm gonna need to siege down Barak Var.
Ready.
And then basically once that happens, I can go ahead and hit Varenka Hills to consolidate my grip there while Grimgor is weak. Gosh, though, if I do that, then I'm definitely going to lose out on my chance to hit Matorka.
Yeah. Tough choices.
They're already mustering again over there.
Thine right is
Okay. Okay. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna move Mannfred, eat 1 turn of attrition. It's not gonna matter for vampire accounts anyway. And then I'll hit Matorka with him next turn, and he will still count as military presence to help with this with the public order if I do it that way. So that's how we're gonna do that.
Good. Why is Vlad got an army up near Karanjuma. Mannfred von Carstein, what are you doing? Are you drunk? Are you drunk, lad?
With thine true father.
Probably. He's got his fucking weapons, blood drinker.
Fuck
so
is
he's probably
this? No.
went in an entirely different direction.
I asked Vlad for a defensive alliance, and he counter-offered that he would pay me to break the trade agreement with you for $900. I was like, this was not what we're talking about, man.
Yeah, he's very single-minded, and his single mind isn't a very clever mind.
Swear to God. All right, here, $300 for a defensive alliance. He tells me no. What a jerk.
Yeah, not the cleverest. Just realized I've got like a research bonus going on at the moment, so it would be a waste of a turn to research Amber because that's always one turn. So I'll research other stuff.
Oh, come on.
What happened?
The Spire Gutstabber who was mustering went around to break my siege. Like,
Wow.
is not a great choice on their part. Fine, whatever. I'll just back off for now. Okay, cool. He took up residence in Barakvar. That actually solves one of my big problems.
These fucking orcs, man. These fucking orcs. They're giving you so much trouble. And in the meantime, like, it's just not making you get along any better with like any of the other factions.
Yeah, it really isn't. You know, like I'm sitting over here basically being like, nobody likes orcs. I can just go beat up the orcs and it'll be fine. But like, even with like the dwarves, right? The dwarves still hate my freaking guts. And where is this at? Where, like show me my. Oh, it's probably just because I'm at war with Zufbar and so forth. But all right, hang on. Where are we at with dwarves? Yeah, no, like military actions against Grimgor's Ard boys, so on and so forth. They just don't care that much. Yeah, because they have -50 aversion. Like, this was just never gonna happen.
Yeah.
This was just never gonna happen, unfortunately.
And you can get some research later that'll sort of make that a little less awful, but you know, that's like higher tier stuff.
I'm pretty sure it
You've
doesn't
gotta be
even
like
help that much either. Like, it's like +10.
You dare.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Okay, so move
Night
Mannfred into
March.
range,
Darkness comes.
and then
Cease.
go fucking attack
Let them
Barakvar.
suffer. It will be a mass grave.
That's odd. Oh right, I don't have Best Boy anymore, so I can't just just screw him up. All right.
Grimgor killed him.
Yep.
R.I.P. Best Boy. He was the best character in the show, and he's gone now.
Yep.
We have to put up. We
mad
have to
'cause
put up
he's
with
bad.
this other guy. We have to put up with Hans now, and his fucking one-note joke.
Wonder what it'll take for me to raise a couple new Best Boys.
Unleash undeath.
Fucking Burning put it best. He just finishes a battle and stares at himself and goes, "What have I become?"
I like that. I like that a fair bit. Alright, well, basically be 2 turns of siege. I'll be... Oof. Is this gonna be okay? Yeah, this will be alright for the immediate moment. We do need some more public order, though, so let's go ahead and build that. Build that.
Your wish, master.
Just listen to Drycha scream. It's good.
Find me charnel pits.
No, nut bunnies.
It will be
Go steel technology. Good. I need, like, all of my technology right now.
Unleash the purple sun.
Assign skill points. Specialist. Definitely get specialist. That makes stealing technology both easier to pull off and a hell of a lot better. And a lot more affordable. Like, seriously, stealing all of this technology is freaking expensive.
Mm-hmm. Believe me, as someone trying to heal the trees, I understand the difficulties of getting affordable heat care.
Fellow beatless hearts, let us discuss the destruction of the living, yes?
What do you want this time?
Von Carstein, are you trying to make me break up the tree?
No, he's offering me $900 to have a defensive alliance. I literally just offered him 300. You know what? Never mind. Fine. This is what I've been going for the last like 20 turns.
He's such a butthole.
What a freaking weirdo!
He's just like, I'm so high right now.
Yeah, it's just like, what did I agree to?
Oh, Gain Vale has called for aid. I think Gain Vale's getting attacked by demons. That's really unfortunate for them.
Oh man, finally getting some garrison buildings up. Oh,
God.
Man, that feels good.
Man, I'm gonna continue sieging, because the thing is in my favor, but only just, and I feel like if I just keep it going a little longer, and while I wait for that, I'm just gonna keep trying to violently stab this guy, and fail, for experience points. How are we doing over here, by the way? Healing trees are cool, still building up. Okay, next turn, I get my temple. That's good. That's great. Oh, Blimlin! Good news for Blimlin. He is now immortal. I'm sure he's very happy to hear that. he's not going to die horribly now, so.
Sweat drop. Alright, let's see if there's anything else that I can get out of Vlad right now. Hey! Join Confederation. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just hit crazy zone.
Oh, baby.
Because Bloodblinger brings a lot of things to the table for a Vampire Count's army. One of the biggest things is that he gets an upgrade that basically trains every single unit in every single army that's active, and that includes garrisons. So you can get Gold Chevron garrisons as a result of this. So now that he has that, and if he can upgrade to Vlad to it, if Vlad isn't already upgraded to do it, you're going to start seeing some pretty strong Vlad powers going.
Oh, baby. Oh,
you're going to start seeing a lot of these castles become very difficult to assail because everyone just got... all the garrisons just started getting a lot fucking stronger.
Where is that one right now?
Garrisons do not typically get training. There are very few circumstances where it happens.
Blood Drinker, Diviner, Covenant of Undeath. Yep, there it is, man. Covenant of Undeath. He's already got it.
Well,
he's already fucking got it.
It's a slow burn thing, but boy is it handy. Also, the Wood Elves can get it too technically. If I take Orion's camp and start healing it up, I start getting that as well. I don't know if that boosts my garrisons though.
God, he's already got Blood Drinker in the Carstein ring as well.
Yes, I noticed that when he was running around your territories.
Oh man! Oh, I just scored big time.
Can you recruit Isabella as well?
I'm pretty sure she Emmanuel Posner. Okay, that isn't who that is. Let's see here. Recruit Lord. Isabella von Carstein, Dark Retinue.
There you go. Yeah, so there you go. Isabella is Vlad's wife, and she gets a lot of like bonuses to having like upkeep bonuses for having like vampire heroes in her army and things like that. And she also gets bonuses if she
she's cooperating with Vlad, yeah.
Yeah, on a battle. So it's kind of cool like that.
Oh man. Oh, I barely know what to do with myself.
Yeah. Yes, Vlad as a general is an excellent thing. An entire army able to Vanguard deploy directly up someone's nostrils cannot be underestimated. Particularly, yes, Shaykun, you can in fact deploy a vampiric power couple. They're both lords, so they have their own armies, they do their own thing, but they meet up together and fight alongside one.
And that's 100% gonna happen. By the way, like I will absolutely get rid of one of my lords to bring out Isabella. Like vampire power couple is going to be a thing on this stream.
Yeah, and she's quite good in that if you like, you know, if you want, you can fill most of her army with like vampire heroes, because they're the ones she gets the primary like the upkeep bonus to and like other bonuses to. And so you could actually just have a flying legion of extremely swole vampire ladies, all just like running in to back up Vlad. And of course, if anyone attacks her, Vlad's staying nearby. The same thing. Like he comes running with his full army, while she's got her swole ones. Yeah, the story of Vlad and Isabella is great. Vlad essentially, it's really quite funny. Vlad was basically manipulating the Count of Sylvania of the time, and he was like, you know, basically the guy fell ill, but he had a wonderful daughter, and Vlad was kind of in a relationship with her, and it was meant to be just like sort of an arranged marriage sort of thing, but they start to feel stuff for her, and she inevitably found out, yeah, he's a vampire, and he's like, yeah, I love you, but I love you so much, I don't want to do this to you, and she basically forced a scenario that either she would die, or he would give her like the kiss of undeath, and so he got the kiss of undeath, and yeah, like, and they were basically together right up till Vlad was slain in battle. And when she heard about that, she ended her own existence as well. It's basically they're like, it's really funny. It's just like even when they became undead, they still loved each other a lot.
Destruction.
No, I think she fell sick without any intervention. I think she might have actually intentionally allowed herself to get sick. I think it was basically a case of it that like she basically made sure that she got sick. She didn't want a world without him, but she loved him so much she wanted to be with him forever, and he loved her so much she didn't want to inflict that on her. And in the end, the losing her was what he couldn't handle more than anything else, and so yeah, it's kind of funny. There are really not actually that many relationships that are what you could call quotation marks healthy in Warhammer Fantasy. Even like Orion and Ariel have like had issues primarily with Ariel becoming like a horrific aspect of war. And intentionally not allowing her husband to be awakened because he disagreed with her once or twice on some things. So even they're not really that healthy of a couple. I think Alariel and Tyrion are another one. Like it's kind of a complicated thing with them, and but they are like in Warhammer Fantasy World they are very close, and they actually have I'm pretty sure they have a daughter together. And yeah, you don't really hear about any other characters that just sort of have that sort of a relationship. It's like those two pairings, really. And like and Tyrion's story of how he and Alariel sort of like got to know each other is always kind of funny too, because Tyrion basically had to like Malekith invaded the Ulthuan with like a massive force, and sent some of his finest warriors to try and like kill Alariel. But it just so happened that there was a young Prince Tyrion in the court, and where even like the Everqueen's guards could not handle it, he just went, "Nah, I got this, boys," and just blended his way through everyone. He got wounded by like poison, and he still managed to like keep like dragging her through the forests and protecting her until finally like Nakar, the greater demon of Slanesh, who absolutely hates Anarian's bloodline and as a result hates Tyrion, turned up and was like smashed him around and was like, "Well, I'm gonna eat Alariel now." And that was about the point that the Teclis turned up, and of course Teclis at this point was like, "Hi, I'm the real motherfucker," and just snapped his fingers, and Nakar went, "I was chasing the wrong guy," and exploded. Like this, and it was sort of this common theme is that like yeah, Tyrion gets into the big fights and he'll slaughter heaps and heaps of guys, and the minute he's in trouble, Teclis will just move heaven and earth and just turn up and just be like, "Do you not touch my fucking brother?" And we'll just like shining lightning beam someone to death. It's really great because like that was Teclis's coming of age as well, because he basically was like seeing what was going on. He was in the Tower of Sapphire. He managed to like overcome to some degree his incredible physical weakness that he had, because like Tyrion got all the strength in the family and he got all the weakness, but he also got all the magical prowess, and it was just like, hey, don't worry about it. And the guy in charge of the Tower of Sapphire says, here, take this stuff, it'll make you swole. And he goes, wow, I feel as strong as the average elf. And he's going, yeah, I meant comparatively, sorry. God. I'm gonna give it one more turn, and then I think it'll move things along that we can auto-resolve it, I think. So I'm just gonna continue the siege. I'm gonna once again try to stab this dwarf. I don't know who this dwarf is, but I'm gonna stab him. No, I failed again. 41%. It hasn't actually resulted in the death of the Dryad, so that's good. But yeah, and after that, like, Teclis was like, okay, cool, like, I've just been given this extremely powerful stuff, and just sort of like, and just like magicked himself halfway across the fucking world to find Tyrion. Just as Tyrion's about to get owned by like one of the, like Tyrion's dying of poison, and he still like tried to fight this greater demon of Slaanesh. And like, Teclis just turns up and just goes, no, and just blasts him. Like, Nakar didn't even have time to, like, realize what was happening before he got wrecked. So that's one of my favorite stories, just because it's like, a lot of characters have a coming of age at that point. And it was just like in Lalario meets Tyrion, and Tyrion, like, defends us so effectively, and then just, like, Teclis. Just fucking Teclis. And then they go on to fight against, like, all the High Elves get together with the best they've got. And they all get together to fight against Malekith's big army, and like Teclis and like manages to stop Malekith from meddling in the duel between Tyrion and the best warrior that was in the Dark Elf army, who is like massively powerful. So we're playing this one.
Gonna have to
Yeah.
It's basically vampireaccounts.txt. Like, there's no real chance these guys have. Particularly with Mannfred reinforcing, but yeah. Walls and lots of trash.
Okay, so you're gonna just do what we did last time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you the entirety of Hans's army, and then I'll handle Mannfred when he shows up.
Ah, we got a battering ram too, which is nice.
Yeah, that was the only one. Like, I couldn't open this battle without it.
That's okay. I'll just put my battering ram there. I'm gonna put my everything that I don't want to die back here.
Robokai, looks like this battle is in your Hans.
Yes. And I'll just march everybody else towards the
Also, there are Skaven in the Badlands, by the way. Like, my brain broke a little bit when I saw it.
Yeah, Clan Moors and Clan Eshin are out there somewhere in the dark.
I mean, I went to try to investigate some ruins because I didn't have anything better to do with one of my necromancers, and naturally it was just like, hey, there's Skaven. It was just like, ugh.
And I'm ready.
Okay. I have Graveguard and a whole bunch of Crypt Ghouls to basically be the first through the breach.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and take the breach. I'm just sending all my boys up walls.
Yeah, just get them up the walls to confuse and occupy people. That's what I'm gonna be doing with some of my morons as well. Oh wait, Crypt Horrors. Never mind. You're first through the breach. You are definitely first through the breach. No, that isn't what I wanted to do. That 5 instead.
Toot toot. Here comes the giant vampire bat-headed battering ram that's got spooky soul power coming out of it. Woo! Our ladders have doku'd on the wall.
Symmetrical docking goo.
There we go. Everybody's popping their ladders up and climbing up.
Careful you don't let Zelda get too stuck in there. She's currently trying to climb the walls, I think.
Yeah, but she's climbing the walls on an angle that doesn't actually have any troops.
Okay, cool.
So she'll be able to. She'll have a point of retreat. Plus, she does have. She does have an excellent combat score. She's actually a lot better in combat than you might give her credit for.
Okay.
Vampire heroes are actually little blenders. That I have captured the walls.
Okay. Yeah, you've got Hans heading up onto the walls too. That's perfect. Spike Gut Stab is by the gate, so if you can get an early Spirit Leech or two on it, that'd be fantastic.
Seems like they're all sort of retreating towards the middle.
Oh, nice! I could get him through the gate.
Yeah, gate's almost down.
Yep, I've got the Crypt Horrors ready. Here they go.
There you go.
Second wave is moving in right after the Crypt Horrors.
The summoning begins.
Send my spearman unit to climb the walls.
Crypt Horrors go? Here they are. Get an invocation of the heck on them.
These lands are mine. I am the greatest.
Life ends.
We got these walls. We got these walls. We taking these walls. We killing these walls.
The Goblin is losing pretty hard. Having the Crypt Horrors through first was definitely the correct call.
Yeah. Easily. No, looks like everybody's who is everybody is fighting somebody up these walls right now.
Nagash was weak. Witness true power. My dominion over all.
Orc Biggins, meh. I don't think I care enough. Never mind. You're docking on the walls over there. Just go ahead and put the skeletons in combat with them. Good. Spite has had enough. He is breaking. Got one more Spirit Leech on him. Hopefully it kills him. Nah, not even close. What was a Goblin Big Boss?
Slaughter them.
I swear they build WoW way too freaking quick.
Well, it just builds quick. Don't worry too much about it.
Suffer death. Attack the mortals.
Looks like this big boss wants to engage in a little hands-to-hands combat.
Well, the enemy lord just died.
Yeah.
Kill!
Hello, Mannfred. I'm here to lend you hands in battle.
No, those are all terrible freaking puns, and I don't care. I love them anyway. Cool. General retreat on the assaulted gate. Try to move the cab in.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose some skellies.
Oh well.
All is pretty contested over in this corner here for some reason. I'm actually gonna go walk the boss, walk Hans over there.
Right. Let's get everybody organized, and we'll get ready for the push to the center.
There's really a whole bunch left of that center, is there?
Not really, no. Some archers. There's the snotling pump wagons. Like, do those count? I don't really feel like they do.
Their regiments are renowned, so they're a little bit stronger. Anyway, there we go. Lost
they
a
got
few to
nothing.
crumbling. The
Boom!
boss. Yeah, they have like weird, like fucking fungus on the front, so they do like weird fungusy explodey attacks. They're really kind of stupid. That's okay, because stupid is exactly what they need right now.
Stupid as orcs.
I mean, they're not even orcs, they're snotlings. They're like, not even goblins, they're like lamer than goblins.
I mean, oh Jesus Christ! I look away for one freaking second. The entire center has collapsed. All right, later, shitlords.
Yeah, it's up here on the wall where they're mostly piling on the pressure, but even then, they're not doing that great. I'm just gonna do an invocation of Mehek on Zelda.
I'm a little surprised that there's any organized resistance left, considering how bad everything has been for them. Everybody go bully that goblin big boss, I guess. If we kill him, maybe that'll do it.
Maybe. Well, they're cracking now up on the wall here, so I think that's it.
There it is. I knew it couldn't last much longer.
Yeah, see, she killed like 73 dudes all by herself.
You were not wrong. You were not wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with the ladies. Hey, Hans has been anything but idle.
It's good, because idle Hans are the devil's workshop.
If anything, it's roaming Hans. Very erotic.
I'm amazed that the cavalry got any kills at all, honestly.
Yeah, she eventually was responsible for 105 kills. The spearman unit that held the ram ended up like continuing on and getting 114 kills. So like, good for them.
Tempted to loot and occupy this place. No, I have enough problems with public order as it is.
Now we just gotta wait and see if these stinky dwarves will let me kill them next time. So if I can kill these stinky dwarves, I'll be able to,
First damn thing I'm building is a garrison building. Jesus.
An intriguing play. Thus was my plan. Then go.
Okay, now to finally go take Matorka. Okay, Necromancer, full on all of that. Cool. Not getting a mount until you can get your best mount, so go fuck yourself.
yeah, basically.
Gaze of Nagash. Okay, yeah, we need some of these other other spells. We need some more death magic.
More spells, more.
And there. Cool. Or not currently. Yeah, why don't you go try to steal some technology? Go ahead and detach. Failure, of course. Hans levels up and gets more ancient cunning, I guess, because none of the rest of the first part of the Vampire Lord's blue line is really good. Zelda levels up and gets more spread corruption. Vlad.
Know me and tremble.
Vlad definitely needs to go finish this damn war with Ostland or whichever one this is. Is this Sturland? Sturland, yeah.
Champion of the dark.
I'm really tired of having this exposed flank, so this is going away. Vertbod and Flensburg, and I think that's it. I think that's everything.
Yes.
How far can you make it this turn? Make it pretty far.
Into darkness.
Oh, you're on march stance. No wonder you can make it so far.
It's like about tier 0 units and fucking off a Grompeak fucking burning off the Drengar is building nothing but miners. Because I'm guessing Grompeak has nothing but yeah, it's got nothing that can actually build anything. It's a joke.
Just throwing
Not a
bodies
particularly
into the mix.
Funny joke.
Okay. Oh man, I'm so happy I got that Confederation.
Yeah,
I'm so
it
freaking happy.
Usually takes me way longer to like get a Confederation.
Yeah, I'm honestly not clear on why it went down like that. He kind of just woke up one morning and decided he was DTF.
Yep. The family got back together.
Cool, man. Like that just rocketed my power forward and my economy.
You're a lot scary to deal with now. Okay, so let's start off with the usual. Got him, finally. So, killed the Thane. And now we can auto-resolve this.
See you later, haters.
Okay, good. Still got plenty out of that. We'll occupy this. Let's repair that. An iron mining pit. I suppose that'll be good for trade. Drycha is now level 20. Gully and Gosh. Actually going to level Quartermaster and try and still like lower the general upkeep of my army some more. Alright. I get more turns of really nice research, so I'm not going to do an amber research just yet. I really should use that one. Let's go with the charge bonus one. There's more charge bonus all the time. Alright, and again, nothing really to spend that on. So let's just enter. Yep, I only need to beat up one more lot of dwarves and I can get Dirt through, and then when I've got Dirt through, I can go get Codal. And then we can probably just, like, stare at Codal for a second, make a happy whistling sound, and stop for the night, because it's probably getting, like, super late for you.
It's pretty late, yeah.
Just make sure your turns go quickly, you're the one holding everything up.
I mean, it has been a problem. I can't even say you're throwing shade there. All right, Matorka. There.
They took the Forest of Gloom, by the way. I don't know if that's not going to help them too much. But someone's taken the Forest of Gloom for Grimgor.
Yeah, whatever.
I would probably start putting your troops in that direction because I think they're actually going to be a bit of a problem for you.
Yeah, I'm
That might even be like
gonna march back to Eckendorf.
That might even be like the last holdings of Grimgor, to be honest.
Let's look. He has 4 settlements, so we see 2 of them. He's got another 2 somewhere.
He's got. Oh yeah, obviously he's got Myrmidons in the western border princes region, and he might have one of those strongholds up near Myrmidons as well.
He doesn't have Zvorak, which is the other part of the west border princes area.
Darkness comes.
So maybe not. All right. No, I guess we'll see. But yeah, you definitely don't want him there.
Okay. What else are we getting here? Lore Master, Aura of Dark Majesty, blah 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 blah.
This is army entirely made up of miners. I fucking love it. And oh yeah, cool. The Griffinwood. The Griffinwood is now full of a lot more angry trees, and I'm immune to vampire attrition now, which is even better. Vampire attrition, things that can go wrong because of vampire attrition, that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm very happy I no longer need to care. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is literally Grimgor at the Forest of Gloom.
Yeah.
Soon I'll be all
He's taken. It was there. It was available, so he took it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold off
He's
one more
probably-
turn on this because Eckendorf can build the first fortification thing, and that would seriously beef it up. Actually, that gives it 4 crypt ghouls, 3 grave guards, and some Vargeists. Good God, that's another 8 cards.
More mausoleums to defile.
Yeah, the tree, the yelling trees are cool.
Fuck's sake,
place.
dude. How do you keep
Is gonna
failing?
end up with a pretty meaty like garrison by the end of this. It's already got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14.
Follow me.
Yeah, so it's already got 20 troops, and it's capable of getting more.
More mausoleums.
It's capable of getting a lot more.
Destroy.
Everybody is failing to steal technology over here, and it's making me very sad.
I
Soon
want
I'll have
their
a-
souls.
So have all me boys fully upgraded, and everybody
Shall
be like, yeah.
perish.
Oh, Vlad's on the warpath. Always good to see.
Take him down.
The
Occupy.
world will be mine.
I think like there is a pretty healthy setup in Flensburg, and I think what they're gonna do is try to make a run at Aberheim. Like that's probably what they're gonna end up doing, because I think they know that they can't stand up to Vlad 1-to-1.
Yeah. He's gonna get most of his units back in the next turn.
Yeah, like Vlad himself is just gonna like by the time the next turn comes around, all of his stuff is gonna be back.
Ugh.
Shades earthing. Okay, sure. Bit of shades. That looks sick. And this spread corruption, life leeching. The hunger commandment available. It's border princes. Foster terror.
And away.
Oh man, Reichland just confederated Stirland. That actually solves my problem, because I'm not at war with Reichland.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's fucking brilliant. Okay, cool.
Oh well, it wasn't Reichland. It was the Geltz faction, which is still the same thing. The Golden Order. Oh no.
No, it was Reichland.
Then why are they all marked as the Golden Order on my screen? Oh, I was looking at the wrong part. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So,
like, Flensburg was the last city they had left.
So they're not overly fond of. So.
Yeah, no, like the entire idea to stomp Grimgor really hasn't worked. Like, I've done all of this stuff against Grimgor, and like I basically have gotten 10, 15 maybe relations points with Carl out because of that.
Trees over there to get ready for more tree war. What's this doing? 2 more turns and someone be able to upgrade it. Okay. Why that shit? Oh well. Drycha's almost ready to like fuck this shit up. So that's good. So yeah.
Okay, well, that solves my issue.
Mm-hmm. Till he gets really, really angry at you. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
think you're strong enough, he's not gonna have the
Yet
nerve
here
to
you
do it.
are. Friend or foe, we will see.
Ugh, stretches.
Give him a small. I'll give Carl a small gift. See where that gets me. It's basically +5.
Every little bit helps.
I do have a lot of
Speak.
potential.
I will hear you now. Be warned, my mood is dark.
It'd be really great if I could get some trade agreements going. But everybody that I could potentially trade with really hates me.
So true.
I feel like this is a change from the last time you and I played, just in terms of how much diplomatic power you get out of attacking attacking mutual enemies like this.
They might have toned it down a little.
They might. I feel like they may have just toned that down. Okay. Anyhow, Ockendorf, get a ghost fence. I am not screwing around with this garbage. Hoff. Okay, yes, please upgrade the farmsteads.
They will serve. Yes.
Well, I do like they've upgraded Durthu's and Orion's skill trees as well. And Orion actually gets the ability where when you're fighting against him and you if you try to hide your units in the forest, nah, he can see them. He has like a complete and total map-wide view of all forests, like in terms of like whether or not you can tell if your units there or not. So you literally cannot. You can still use stalk. You can still use stalk and like terrain, but like angles will still block his view. But if you're just sitting in a forest, yeah, he still knows you're there. Like, it's just it. It's too bad.
Sucks to be you. You think you're clever, but you're really not.
Move.
Hang on. Insufficient fun. I just want you to go over there and confirm that the Skaven are in Iron Rock. Like, I know they are at this point, but screw 'em.
Should be it, I believe. Next
Hopefully,
time we'll be able to,
hopefully Grimgor does. Faction destroyed Kislev.
we got rats. We got rats to the north, man.
Yeah.
Time Holder is on the move.
I don't see how that could be anything but rats.
That's gonna be a bit of a problem.
There's 3 orc stacks over here that are all rallying. Lightning Strike is gonna be worth its weight in gold.
Gotta hope that the Skaven don't get super mad at my existence. Okay, boys, let's go cause some fucking trouble. Chase those guys away. Can't damage the walls because I'm still in a post. You're too good at this. High. Grom Peak. And that'll be the end of Grom Peak. And I'll just take Grom Peak as well, just for the hell of it. And that is Durthu, now acquired by me, for me.
Dear God, man.
So that's my confederation. Just put some more points into Quartermaster here, just to increase my total upkeep. Assign some more skills. Now let's just swing over and just see how big. Okay, so Durthu does have an extra army that I do not want, so I'm going to dismiss that.
No happening.
Let me think about it. No!
So there we go. Now I actually have like a positive like fucking thing again. And now Durthu, whose entire army is full of nothing but regular dryads. I'm gonna.
Seems a little underwhelming.
That's okay. I don't need him to be. I don't need him to be whelming. I need him to be Durthu. I'll get him armed up. I'll get him armed up with a proper army full of like proper angry trees in a moment. I'm just going to make sure his buildings aren't bad. His buildings are good. Me don't really think he's. Yeah, definitely don't need that building. Let's build something else aside from. And next turn, I will move him into King's Glade. And that should hopefully be that. Do us a favor and block that army. Thanks. I didn't want it getting away. it's gonna be a bad
Or it's
day
just
for that
going to
motherfucker.
build up somewhere and be a pain in the butt.
No, I mean, it's kind of a suicide charge, but I thought it would be funny if I did that.
Oh.
Okay, so there's another one. There's another Dryad, but she's a regular Dryad. Do not need her. Buy. Settlement upgrade. Yes, oh please, Zoo. Cool, there we go. That'll just... Oh, and damaged building. Ah, of course. Repair those buildings. And... just gonna just pop up some more waystones. Oh, and I can put Durthu in an office slot. Okay, so I've got yes, there we go. Speaker for the Forgotten. Gives the character the title The Forgotten. Upkeep minus 15% for tree man units. Melee defense plus 8 for tree man units. Yeah, let's just put him in that one. So now Durthu will be the man who knows all about the trees. And that guy...
You could rename him Lorax, but that feels disrespectful somehow.
Yeah, he'll probably snap you in half. And the last thing I'm going to do before I do anything else is I'm just going to see what skills... Oh, he's only level 7? Okay. And so he's only got skills that I would have given him in the first place. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, good. I got to him early. So he's not shit. I will probably, he'll spend a turn just in Orion's territory, have a little bit of a raid, unlock Kodal, and then he's going to, head home. And then once he heads home, that's when the fun starts.
Vampire keeps puppet master, blah blah blah.
Because I'm going to teleport him. I'm going to teleport him to the Griffinwood. Because I figure he's probably going to end up having to fight off Clan Mulder. Because I think Clan Mulder is just going to be jerks to us. But if I've got him there...
swinging north is definitely our next big thing.
I kind of want to get my hands on... If you consolidate down there, I do want to get my hands back on that little forest down there. Forest of Gloom. But...
I mean, yeah, that can definitely happen.
I also want to get my hands on Laurelorn Forest. Laurelorn Forest is very important. Laurelorn Forest actually boosts money. So if I can get my hands on that forest,
I'm not seeing any other techs here that I feel like I absolutely require. So I think what I'm gonna do
Yeah, I'm gonna give
is
Drycha a lot
take
of
some
tree men.
take some cheaper ones. Okay.
Drycha's gonna have quite a few tree men in his army. It's gonna be
I
funny.
grow impatient.
So, Grimgor himself has holed up inside of Varenka Hills.
Hand me my sword.
Then Turg, boom, boom, boom. That's exactly what I thought. Not so much. You get lightning struck, because I don't want you to be a part of this ultimate attack on Varenka Hills. Good night. Dominate the captives. And now Hans moves in.
Destruction. Putting me some
Okay.
fodder.
Apparently, Drycha eventually, like his ultimate skill on his personal skill tree, is wherever he is just awakened forest attrition.
Wherever Drycha goes, it is a forest.
And the forest is pissed as well. Like his first skill is like ancient enmity, so it's like he's got this particular spell called Lamentation of Despairs. He gets like 30 like a massive cooldown bonus on that one. Okay, so
Yeah, just look at that. Like, I strongly disagree with their ability to actually handle this. But
yeah.
you know, like vampirecounts.txt. I'm just gonna do the same thing over and over again. You're gonna get Hans's entire army, and then I'll take the reinforcements.
Yeah, sounds good. We're fighting on an open battlefield anyway because they don't have walls.
Yep.
So... Oh, and you're coming in on the flank.
I am.
This is gonna get spicy. I'm gonna have to put my hands to the throttle if I'm gonna keep up. Is that really the whole army? Well,
Yeah, he's got like 17 cards right now.
that's alright. It feels so tiny. Okay, let's set my army up as per usual. Let's just like pull my entire force back here so I can actually see what I'm doing. It's gonna fill the middle with zombies because zombies. And then skeletons on the flanks. Skeletons with spears on the far flanks, just in case they try to get fancy on us. And obviously, put some vampires alongside. It's my first stack. Got these two lovely fellows here. Okay, I'm ready.
Off we go.
Okay, they're gonna charge towards me first.
I think they're gonna get really confused by my presence pretty quickly.
Yeah, it looks like they're rearing on you, so I'm gonna.
They're trying to. Like their formation is completely wrong to try to turn on me.
Oi, they's coming from multiple directions, boss!
It looks like they're forming up to try and like hold out against like literally everything. And that's just
Yeah.
gonna... They are outnumbered. That's a guarantee. So you're dead back guarantee. Because we're raising them.
Okay, and then Mannfred. Middle. Please go there. You stick with them. That's the wrong order. That is the wrong order.
Taking position.
Go. My lads have gotten into combat.
Where's Grimgor? There he is. Middle. Up by the big rock. Start spirit leeching him.
Someone dead.
That's good.
Orc boar boys just charged some goblin spearmen. Not sure what whether they were hoping to accomplish there, or some skeleton spearmen. I mean,
Who knows? Tell you what, they're not going to accomplish.
much.
Winning the battle. Oh, there's Grimgor. I'm going to Spirit Leech him as well.
Hell!
Okay, cool. That other orc war boss is looking to join the fight.
No worries.
Oh, the crypt horrors are getting fucked. Get out of there, boys.
Looks like my dinner's hit the table.
My cure is
So we
dead.
may just have to stop after this and get cuddled at the beginning of the next stream.
I am the greatest sorcerer.
Grimgor. Stay away from hands! Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, he's gonna get his hands on hands.
Hands off!
Oh boy. Don't you get stick to me, you motherfucker. Don't you get stick to me. It's gonna get stick to me.
Okay.
I think he gave up. Yeah, he swerved towards your Black Knights.
Where are they anyway? Yep, right in the middle of it. Yeah, I now I remember. I threw them off at some archers because I was irritated at their existence.
I forgot I had dogs, so now I have dogs. They should break their flank pretty bad.
And the Black Knights are gonna hit your flank from behind, so they're not gonna last much longer. Pow! There's that. Grimgor is fighting Mannfred. It's going very poorly for Mannfred, as expected.
Witness true power.
Crossbowmen! Yes, sir!
Yeah, we're gonna have to take out Grimgor by just beating his army. There's no way we're cracking him himself.
Yeah.
Hearken to my will.
Good news is that for the most part, this big blob of fight I have going down here is going my way.
I kept waiting for a time to send in the Graveguard and the Crypt Ghouls, but like it just kind of never came. Just never
hear you on
really
that one.
needed them. However, I am sending the Great Weapon Graveguard out after Grimgor.
Preternatural.
Yeah, this one fucking shaman was goblin big boss was being annoying, and then I just sent my my vampiress over there, and she's just started stabbing him, and his elders started evaporating very quickly.
The goblin's just like, please help! Help! Why? Help! Why?
It's like, wow, this actually started going a lot worse than I thought it would. Hans fighting Ruglash the Crusher here, but Ruglash the Crusher is very quickly losing morale right now.
Grimgor just soloing my entire zombie line over here. Hashtag just Grimgor things.
He just won't stop doing things.
There he is. He's shattered. Army losses.
God damn.
And he's in a settlement, so he dies.
Again.
Yep. I'm getting some blood kiss off of him.
Yeah, the good news too is because Hans was leading that attack.
Yep,
Gets the
he
trait
will
this
now.
time.
That was part of the reason why I approached it like that.
So yeah, so we just didn't quite get there. I got food sitting on the table.
Okay,
starting
dude.
To,
Like
so-
we'll save it. We'll be back. We will
Yeah, so
definitely be
next-
back to this game.
next time we sit down to play this, Kodal. We've got.
Kodal.
Wait, we got Dirthu. We just need his bro now.
Yeah.
And that'll be next time. See y'all around.
Appreciate you, everybody.